Welcome to the Zaxby's Pregame Show.
Welcome to the NFHS Game of the Week. I'm Chris Delambert, Trent Nichols, Nathan Cochrane, or as I like to call us, we three beards. I know. Better yet, we'll go with we beards three. I like
beards
it.
three.
You guys down with that?
Two gray and one red.
All right, we're here. We are here as the Lee County Yellowjackets host the Anson County Bearcats, coming in at 3-2 against the undefeated Jackets. Nathan,
Yes,
what
sir.
can we expect to see tonight?
We're going to see, from my research, it looks like we're going to see a pretty good amount of passing here from the Bearcats. Their offense is led by number 2, Wesley Lear, senior quarterback, 6 feet, even 200 pounds, has thrown for 738 yards, 9 touchdowns, but he's thrown 4 interceptions on the year in 5 games. So we should see a pretty heavy pass attack, not a lot of rushing yards. Their offense is led rushing-wise by number 8, Daquan Sturdivant, who's rushed for 725 yards, 10 TDs, and 1 fumble.
All right, this is a team that's going to come in here. They're going to spread it out. They're going to try to get to the edges. They're going to run fast. They're going to throw the ball all night. And I'll tell you who's most excited about that are these Lee County defensive linemen who haven't had a legit shot to pin their ears back and rush the passer consistently all year. They got to be salivating at the opportunity. This defensive front is as good as anybody in the state, led by Desmond Evans and our personal favorite, DDP.
Absolutely.
It is going to be amazing as Prince and the rest of those guys get after this passer. Big athletic team. Like I said, they're going to try and spread it out and get their athletes into space. It's going to be an interesting matchup.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. Hi, I'm David Fashee, and we are First Bank.
Back to more of the Zaxby's pregame show. Chris Delambert, the professor, Trent A. Nichols, and Coach Nate Cochrane. So we talked a little bit about the fact Anson County is going to try and spread it out, hit you with a million different looks, short pass, try to mitigate this Jacket pass rush. On offense, what do you look for from the Jackets?
I'm interested to see how Colin Johnson comes back this week after a big week last week. He has rushed, and I pulled these stats yesterday, he's rushed for 160 yards and 4 touchdowns. So really something we haven't seen from Colin in years past. He has really developed into being able to read the pocket and know when to scramble, get out, and get the first down and touchdowns. A.J. Boulware back.
A.J. is back. He's a full go after sitting out with an ankle the last week. And you could tell he was hobbled a little bit all the way from that Douglasburg game. He is back. I sat down with him earlier this week. He is 100%. He is absolutely frothing at the mouth, ready to go and hit somebody. A.J. Boulware, the top returning rusher in all of North Carolina football. He's looking to make a statement tonight. Really as good as his year has been up to this point, not putting up the volume numbers that he would have hoped for. He's a guy that is a game-changing player, and we'll look to see if he's got that extra gear tonight that he's been missing. Trent, your observations about tonight?
Well, it's going to be exciting. You got to love or you got to hate anytime you're coming to a team that is undefeated and they have a special ceremony coming on. It gives you a little that extra, you're playing with house money, so you got to come out there. It also fires up that home team. We're celebrating a great history in Lee County sports history.
I think
that
at this
they want
point,
to prove that they're able to keep them going.
So I think at this point we're allowed to maybe let the cat out of the bag a little bit.
Oh, don't do it, guys.
No, we can't do it.
Don't do it.
We're not going to do it. All I can tell you is you absolutely positively have to stick around for the halftime festivities. An icon in Lee County sports, really in North Carolina state sports history,
absolutely,
is being honored. It's going to be an amazing event. I've been looking forward to it all week, and it's been the toughest thing in the world to tell people about it, but not tell people about it. You know what I mean? So it's exciting time. Stick around for halftime. You won't want to miss that. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the kickoff as the Yellowjackets of Lee County host the Anson County Bearcats.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
With every weekend on the go, we never know where we're going to end up. That's why we got the Ford Explorer. You get the feel of a car with the room and space of an SUV, which is all a bonus. Trips to the mountains, trips to the river.
Soccer games, baseball games, anywhere. Big Bear.
After 13, 14 years of having a Toyota, I'm not going back.
New Image Media presents the NFHS Game of the Week. Brought to you by Crossroads Ford. Big city deals from a dealer with a hometown feel.
It's my favorite time of the year. Football is back. I would like to personally invite you to come down for your next new or pre-owned vehicle purchase. With one of the largest new and pre-owned inventories in the area, come see us today for discounts that the competition simply can't match or beat. If you drive in Sanford, why not buy in Sanford? Come see me, the deal maker. Come and get that big town deal with that small town feel right here at Crossroads Ford in Sanford.
Welcome back. Lee County coming through the tunnel. All the smoke. I can see these players are animated. They're ready to rock and roll. They got to be ready at this point, Nate, for conference play.
Oh, absolutely. You know, you play a certain number of games, you know, I don't want to say preseason because all these games matter with your state playoff seeding. But, you know, this is the last of the non-conference before they get into the Tri-County 6, and they're chomping at the bit. They, by all means, not only have a conference championship in mind and in sight, they have a state championship, and they're only going to get there by going through the conference.
Yeah, and, you know, the Tri-County 6, most teams in the state or most conferences in the state are 7 teams. So both Lee County and Southern Lee are playing an abbreviated conference schedule because they're missing that game. So they have to plug in an extra non-conference opponent. Some of these games wind up being better than others, but I tell you, there are not a whole lot of teams across this state lined up to come to Sanford.
They're not wanting to come to Lee
to
County.
play the Yellowjackets. And I can't blame him, to be honest. I've talked at length with Coach Perdue about that, and he had designs on, you know, bringing the biggest and the best programs across the state in here to face the Jackets, and it hadn't been as easy as he thought it might be. Jaden Chalmers picks up the kick. He's going to the house.
He's gone.
Oh, might be cut off. No, he's going to outrun the coverage,
and he is
going to the house on the very first play of the game. 75 yards for the future Tar Heel. Jaden Chalmers, number 1 touchdown. And it's been a minute since he's made a splash play.
Yeah, he hasn't really been a huge impact player in the 2019 season. Maybe this is going to jumpstart the rest of the season. Definitely going to jumpstart tonight. What a start by the Jackets.
It might, and it puts on full display what the UNC program saw in him, and that's wheels, buddy. You can't cheat speed, and he's got as much real speed in a straight line as anybody on that field.
I mean, they had that. It was a nice little 35-yard kickoff, and he just, once he got it, boom, over. They made a big gapping hole for him, and he was gone.
Trey Underwood with the extra point to 7-0, 10 seconds into the ball game. We'll take a quick break and be back with the kick.
The right tech can move you. The best tech can move the world. De-stress your drive with the all-new 2019 Nissan Altima. Impossibly smart.
Welcome back to the NFHS Game of the Week, brought to you by Crossroads Ford of Sanford. Quick start. Doesn't get much quicker than that, guys.
Trey Underwood.
10 seconds in, 7-0 Jackets.
That is definitely not the start Anson County was looking for. Their kickoff coverage team there, complete lapse, complete failure on that part.
Well,
not trying to be negative on them.
Well, here's the thing, Nate, is you saw that they were lined up in a cluster trying to quick kick.
They never got to
and
their alleys.
catch the coverage team off guard. You're opening yourself up. That's danger close, as we would call it back in my military days. You're asking for it.
And that's really hard to coach because your boys have to know their landing marks for their lanes. And a kickoff return team, you have your lanes that are roughly 5 to 7 yards as your lane. And they
Here's
did not find
kick
it.
attempt. It's going to go. Took a crazy hop there. Chalmers almost with his chance to make a second splash play.
Well played by
the
number 9
coverage team. Isaiah Sturdivant comes up with it for the Bearcats. Well, they'll take over with a Remax first down headed the other way.
49-yard line. Number 1, Jaden Chalmers on the tackle.
All right.
Some people to watch on this Anson County offense. Number 11, R.J. Jackson, a senior wide receiver, is caught for 3 touchdowns and received for 312 yards. Also number 14, Tyreek Hardison, has had 258 yards on the season with 5 touchdowns.
Well, of course, we said they would spread it out, go 4 wide, and they don't.
They don't.
2 backs in the backfield. That's a hokey setup. Got an H-back and a tailback. You're going to bring the H-back in motion. And hand, and that's not going anywhere.
Maybe a gain of 1 on that.
Another Sturdivant with the carries going nowhere. Picks up a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. You know, I've often wondered, and Nate, you can provide some perspective. I think I know your answer, but I'll give you the chance to enlighten and amaze me. When you come into a game like this where it's a bit of a mismatch on paper, let's be honest, it's a significant mismatch on paper.
Absolutely.
Do you try to show something and do something brand new, or do you just try to do what you do as best you can possibly do it and let the chips fall where they may? There's motion on the offense. That's not going to do them any good. 2nd and 14 coming up.
I always found that it was best for me and my teams when I was running them was to find our plays that we thought would work against this stout Lee County defense and practice those to death and then make on-the-field adjustments if necessary. What you saw there from Anson County, they brought a modified wingback, put him in motion, and all he did was chip block Desmond Evans. So I think we're going to see that. I think that's an extra blocker to help that offensive tackle against Desmond. But we've seen him come right back out of it, back into a doubles formation here. So I think that was an adjustment that they made for this week to try to get an extra blocker, was unsuccessful.
All right, the hand, nope. Quarterback's going to keep it, get a yard. 3rd and long coming up. Well, joke's on Bearcats because this Lee County coaching staff has shown us over the last couple of years they will line up Desmond Evans literally anywhere on that defensive front. So if they feel like they're bringing that H-back in motion to chip, they'll move him to the other side.
Absolutely.
If that doesn't work, they'll move him inside. They will not be afraid to move him around, but it probably doesn't speak to any confidence from that Bearcat coaching staff that they've got Evans on their mind already. All right, blitz coming from Lee County. 2 guys get there. It's going to be DDP coming up to finish him off after the linebacker rattled his cage. And just like that, the Jackets have a chance to force a 3-and-out.
That was a 3-man front there from Lee County where they brought both outside linebackers coming in, flushed the quarterback up into the pocket, which is as a quarterback what you're taught to do when you have outside rushers, step into the pocket. You expect your center to do a little bit better job than that. But Mr. Prince there showing his strength and his ability.
Oh, my goodness.
That was close.
All right, McKindle takes the punt, dragging a tackler for a few yards, gets back out to the 23, where it'll be 1st and 10 Jackets.
Desmond Evans here looks like he's staying on the field. Looks like he'll be lining up at the slot receiver for the offensive side of the ball tonight, at least for the first start.
So at the Zaxby's Coaches Show this Monday, something that we do every Monday, Deron McCoy was honored as last week's Defensive Player of the Week. And I asked him how it was physically possible that they didn't block a punt.
Because they were there.
They ran past him, and now we've started. And he guaranteed me they would get one this week. And then they ran it. Colin Johnson puts it in, pulls it back Tries to hit Evans on the slant and let it get into his body. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Quick slant route there. That ball's got to be caught, Chris.
Yes,
that ball's got to be caught.
Yes, sir, it does. And, you know, last week there were plenty of drops. Offensive player of the week last week was Tim Lett, who caught the touchdown to seal it and had not gotten off to a great start in the game, put a couple balls on the ground, and we talked about that. There's Boulware with his first carry, running angry, carrying tacklers. He'll pick up a couple, brings up 3rd and long.
This Anson defense is really swarming to the ball pretty well. They look pretty quick. This defense here led by senior linebacker number 4, Rasheed Burns, is averaging 7 tackles a game, has recorded a couple sacks. Also, number 5, Marlon Lyles, at inside linebackers, averaging 6 tackles a game. So definitely keep our eyes on them as they're flying around tonight.
All right, showing pressure. Johnson barking out instructions. Everybody taking a look at their wristbands. Larry Baldwin checks in at the tailback spot. Johnson takes a snap, looking down the field. Has Evans. Evans has got a little bit of work to do, shakes a tackler, now makes a move, and after all that, picks up 19. That's a man playing football out there, buddy.
He is showing just how strong he is out there. We see it on the defensive side of the ball every series. Right then, just kept his feet moving, put an arm into the linebacker that was covering him. They might need to rethink that throughout the night. Now, he's not going to win any foot races, but by all means, he will plow that guy into the ground, and he showed that there.
All right, 1st down. The hand is to Baldwin, who runs into the back of his lineman, now gets it outside. He'll have another 1st down as he picks up 14 for another 1st down.
Great block on the outside there by number 6, Jordan Batts. Senior wide receiver did a great job blocking downfield, not getting a hold. That is so hard to do on a play like that, especially one that bounced where it wasn't supposed to go. I mean, that was a bounced play, and did a great job there by number 6.
End result, a Pentair 1st down. Johnson hands to Baldwin inside. Runs over a tackler, picks up 7. And the Jackets are pretty methodical right now. Boulware back into the ball game. Jackson Lamb checks in at the slot for the Jackets.
Had a big game last week at the safety position.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. It's kind of come out of nowhere for this program and become a really impactful player on both sides of the football. Looking for McKendall on the quick screen. McKendall wasn't going anywhere anyway. So 3rd and 3 coming up. 4-down territory for the Jackets. 4 wide.
Boulware B-gap. That's what I'm running here, Boulware B-gap. Situation like this, you need to get a 1st down, you give it to your stud, your stallion. That's what they're going to do and if I was a coach. Now, I'll be wrong.
Nope. Pulls it out, goes to Lett, who gets drilled as the ball gets there. Nice break on the ball by the defender. And that'll bring up 4th down. Offense is going to stay on the field, I'm certain. Shamond Ingram with the nice defensive play. I'm impressed with the speed of this defense so far.
They're not backing down. This Anson County defense, you give up a big play like that to start the first half, you sometimes come out sputtering and have a domino effect, but they have come out and they are flying to the ball.
Stack receivers on both sides here. McKendall comes in motion. I think they're running left. Nope, running right up the middle with Boulware. He's got work to do, and he's going to be short.
He's short.
Needed 3, got 2. I was surprised with the formation. They ran that up inside. I thought they'd come off the left tackle, but Coach Burdude'd like to have that one back. Nice stand by Anson County after getting punched in the mouth to start the game. Defense rose to the occasion, gives the offense a chance to go down and tie this thing up.
The NFHS Game of the Week is brought to you by Classic Nissan. Nobody beats a classic deal.
Trent Nichols.
The man, the myth, the legend.
I have missed you so. I have missed you. So, among the surprises tonight, I told you there's a huge halftime celebration that we're excited about. But our partner in crime, Brandon Atkins, may make an appearance. Incomplete on the short pass, trying to find a receiver. R.J. Jackson unable to hook up. The Brandon Atkins may make an appearance in the booth with us tonight.
Did y'all settle on your bet?
Have not settled.
Have not
Although
settled.
I have committed. Brandon has tried to let me out of the bet. I do have to say that. I got a call from my mother. And for those of you that don't know, I bet Brandon Atkins at the beginning of the season, in the wake of the Andrew Luck retirement, that the Indianapolis Colts would not win 7 games. Now they're out of the gate to a 2-1 start. Brandon disagreed with me and committed to go to a third eye blind concert with me if he won the bet, or if I won the bet. We were looking for another side to that bet because he has no imagination and couldn't come up with anything.
I don't know if you can say he agreed to it.
Trent has not been in the studio with us in a month
since the bet was made.
So Nate was kind enough to call the show this week, and then pulled out of his sack of tricks that I ought to have to wear Michigan gear.
Oh my God!
Yeah, right. All right, Anson County looking for R.J. Jackson again. This time he's got him. And on 3rd and 5, picks up about 17 for the first down.
He threw
Anson
that through
County's
the
on the
turkey
move.
hole.
Yeah, right through the turkey hole.
Right through the turkey hole.
So, yeah, Nate said, oh, you ought to have to wear Michigan gear. So I get a call from my mother,
I love it.
who listens to the show regularly.
I love
and
it.
she says, all I'm going to say to you, boy, you better win that bet.
I think you should wear a Michigan shirt, brown khakis, hat, and sunglasses, and dress just like Jim Harbaugh.
All right, Jackson in motion. Jackets bring pressure. Swing it out wide.
Got some
nice
room.
call given the defensive call. And Jackson does a little bit of work on his own, picks up 15 for another Anson County first down. And after an amazing start, now we're starting to sputter. And I tell you what, a couple of teams off across the conference tonight.
Yep.
And I see coaches all over the place.
We're starting to get into bye weeks before conference play.
So Lonnie Cox, head coach at Union Pines, is in the press box. I am certain we can drag him in front of a microphone before we get out of here tonight, get his insight on how things are going with the Union Pines Vikings and his first year at the helm. All right, Anson County, a little confusion.
Some confusion, yeah.
Ball all the way down to the 35. They're threatening here, and now they're going to have to get a – nope. Did they get the timeout before?
We got a flag.
There was 6 seconds left.
Well, they called procedure.
Oh, okay.
Somebody moved.
I did think about today, though. I put on my boat shoes, my khaki pants, my button up with my sunglasses around the strap.
Wearing that uniform. Wearing that uniform.
Jim Harbaugh.
Oh, see, Trent, you're in the dark. Man.
Come on,
you can't skip all these weeks of the show, man. We had a whole conversation about the uniform for middle-aged North Carolinians, and that is the uniform.
Which I am.
Khaki shorts, sunglasses on an athletic band, deck shoes, and a the button-down shirt. That's the uniform.
And I pull it off well.
Yes, you do, sir. Yes, you do. All right, 2nd and 15 coming after the incompletion. Southernly, of course, off tonight.
Due to the cancellation from Central Virginia discipleship.
Yep, and not real excited about that. Now they're staring at back-to-back bye weeks.
Yeah.
They are scrambling to try to find an opponent for next week. They struck out trying to find an opponent for this week. It looked like Carborough might be in play at one point, but it wasn't able to work it out.
Oh, he's got room.
Nice play. Got space.
Good block there.
Wow. Great touchdown saving tackle there by number 43.
Got him by the shoestrings.
Darion Jennings, the freshman linebacker.
Well, the freshman linebacker saved 6. That was a beautiful play call.
Beautiful.
Lot going on there.
Lee County was sitting in man coverage, sent all their guys on post and deep slants. Everyone was washed out. Luckily, Mr. Jennings made that shoestring tackle from the linebacker position.
Well, they threw the screen all the way across the formation as the receiver came behind the quarterback, and he hit him in stride.
Oh, free.
And now you got the Jackets jumping here. Going to give them 5 free ones. That'll take the ball down to the 20, to the Remax red zone, or just outside.
Oh, called a false start.
Oh, wow. Okay. Early call by Delambert. Not good.
New Image Media presents your Game of the Week. Brought to you by Crystal Copus and RE/MAX Real Estate Services. No one sells more homes than RE/MAX.
What a great night for high school football, guys.
Dude.
Heck yeah.
Doesn't get any better.
It was a little warm today. I was a little nervous. We got a little breeze. We got some little dark clouds behind us. Great night for high school football.
It is. And a month from now, we'll be screaming about how cold it is and that wind whistling through. But for tonight, it's gorgeous.
Enjoy it while we can.
All right, 1st and 15 for the Bearcats. Ball placed about the 30-yard line. Drops, looked like a hold, gets away with it. Now throws, and the receiver does a great job. Tiptoeing the sidelines, able to tightrope, come back and get it just inside the 20. And that'll bring up 2nd and 5. Nice play right there.
Great athletic play by the wide receiver there. Know where the sideline is, keep his feet in, catch the ball before he gets out of bounds. Great play there by Anson County.
Jaden Dickens, number 55, made a great adjustment to keep that from getting
We've got a lightning delay, boys.
Not a drop in the sky.
I kept seeing pictures behind me. I thought people were taking pictures of me.
Well, guess what? We turned around, and yeah, it's a coming. So we'll take a break and be back when Mother Nature decides it's suitable for us to continue the ball game.
While we're on break, why don't you stop by Zaxby's, friends, family, and flavor.
Uh-oh, that flash was a little too close.
Big ones.
And I'm a little bit too close to this light stanchion. We'll see on it. We'll see after the break.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copus, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copus, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopus.com.
All right, we are back. The NFHS Game of the Week brought to you by Crossroads Ford. I'm currently the only man in the box, so you get to hear a whole lot of me. Anson County's moving the ball. Looks like we got a 3rd and 7. Last pass was incomplete by the Bearcats. See what they, 4th down.
The result is 4th and 8 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, it's called sanfordtv.live.
Anson County coming out for a 4th and 7 here. Be interested to see what they do. This is 4-down territory with a 7-0 deficit. They want to make sure they tie it up this first quarter here at Lee County. We got pressure on the quarterback. Releases the ball. Would have been short even if it had been caught. Turnover on downs. Jacket offense takes the field. 3:57 left in the first quarter here at Paul B. Gay Stadium. First series from the Yellowjackets. We saw some stuttering from them. Be interested to see, led by senior quarterback Colin Johnson, they come out, put points up quickly. Looks like coming out into doubles formation here. A.J. Boulware, the prospective state leading rusher at tailback. Whoop, lining up behind the tackle. Weave a give, he has some space. Really showing his speed.
Number 4,
gets out to the 44-yard line for another pin tear, 1st down.
Raynaz Little. 1st down, Jackets.
All that was a zone read. Mr. Boulware found him a crease, and he got up in it quickly. Lee County sticking in doubles formation. Desmond Evans here at the slot. He holds on to it. Tackled for no gain.
On a quarterback keeper.
Pocket collapsed behind him. He
Brought
scrambled
down
up looking
by
for a
the
crease,
Bearcats,
could
number
not find
50,
it.
Keontae Burns.
Something we don't
And
see
number
Colin do a
58,
lot is
Caleb
step
Scott.
up and find a crease. We often find him rolling to his right, finding creases and going. This time he stepped up into the pocket, went nowhere. This Anson County defense really flying to the ball here. The key for them will be containing Mr. Boulware and his heavy hand of the running back. Outside run here. Linebacker has a bead on him. Tackle for about a yard gain here. Be 3rd and 9 for the Jackets. Mr. Boulware coming out, looks unpleased with the call. Larry Baldwin checking in at tailback. We're seeing a trips formation here from the Jackets. Mr. Evans, Mr. Lamb, looks like Mr. Jaden Chalmers on the outside. Try to draw him off sides. Anson County does not budge. Colin getting the play in from Coach Bordeaux, who is the impromptu offensive coordinator here for the Yellowjackets. We got a formation flip for Mr. Baldwin going to the weak side. Anson County brings 8. Pass is high, intended for number 17, Jason Bertasia. Will be 4th and 9. Lee County has the punt team coming on. Another stalled offensive series for the Yellowjackets, led by Mr. Johnson. We saw one big run from A.J. Boulware, bounced it outside on the zone read. Everything else stalled. Quick snap to Trey Underwood as the punter. Puts it up. Not the best. Could have been a potential roughing the kicker. No flag. Anson County Bearcats take over on their 34-yard line. And we have the rest of the crew back. Welcome, gentlemen.
We beard 3.
We beard 3.
Woo! That was a long way.
That's a hike up here.
It is a hike.
Level 1 sponsors, Security, Chatley Boat Marine.
Well, you held everything down while we were gone.
Not well.
Well, I'm sure you did a great job.
More of a bungee cord than a real tie down.
Well, you know, brother could expect a text message. You know what I mean?
I sent you one.
No.
Oh yes, I did.
No,
it's in the
never
group
came.
chat, brother.
Never came.
Just got it.
Just got it. Just now. That's what happens when there's a lightning storm in the area. Oh no. All right, Anson County, hands up the middle. Got a little space. Gets about halfway there. 2nd and 5 coming up. So we had plenty of time to sort of dissect what we're seeing during the break. We'll call it the intermission. And
potty break.
This Anson County team's got athletes.
Absolutely.
And they came in with a good game plan. They want to attack the edges. You saw the run up the middle there just to, keep them honest. But I'm impressed with these guys and the athletes that are out there. That'll be a first down as they pick up 8.
It's complete to number 11, R.J. Jackson.
But Anson County 3-2, it's a good ball club, Nate.
If you take out the botched kickoff to start the game, I mean, we're sitting at 0-0. This offense from the Yellowjackets have not really got going. You take a few big chunk plays away from Mr. Boulware, and their offense has been less than appealing tonight. So that'll definitely need to get better. I'm sure Coach Bordeaux will have them right at halftime.
Well, it's been a combination in the passing game. Colin Johnson's not been terribly accurate. Run right up the middle.
Number 8
running through tacklers. Got Evans in pursuit. He's not going to catch him. And finally forced out all the way down at the 11-yard line. Sincere Golston was finally able to get there, but boy, Anson County wanted to attack the edges and didn't have any problem doing it once you get to the outside. It's a not what we expected, but I'm getting accustomed to saying that more often than you would expect. This Lee County team, in the end, the scoreboard always seems to end up looking like what you expected, but how we get there is an entirely different story. Fakes the handoff. Lear rolls, throws high. 2nd and 10 coming up, trying to find R.J. Jackson. Unable to get it there.
R.J. Jackson did not have a ton of room on that play. Even if that had been a ball on the mark for completion, there was a swarm of Jackets coming for him. I don't think that would have been successful.
Well, Lear, what he's shown he can do is throw the ball on the move.
Yeah,
and that's something that at the lowest levels of football, you know, back when I played and when you played, your quarterback pretty much stood in the pocket, picked things apart.
The leather helmet days, right?
Yeah, right. Well, we're moving to a point where a running back that's immobile is not a quarterback at all. You know what I mean?
You're right.
So good pickup on second down, 3rd and 5 coming up here. And you're seeing that at every level where you're essentially finding your best athlete, figuring out what you can do with him and pushing that to the limits. And finally, the NFL has gotten on board because we've seen it in college for years with mobile quarterbacks. And, you know, mobile quarterback used to be a Tommy Frazier or, you know, J.C. Watts, guys that couldn't throw the ball. But we've moved to a new era with these supreme beings playing quarterback, and we're seeing a pretty good one tonight. Lear's got a guy.
Two guys
misses
wide
high,
open.
and maybe he needed to run with that thing a little bit, take a couple steps and throw it on the move.
The Bearcats
had Jalen Marshall for 6 and threw it high.
Had bad spacing there because he had 2 receivers open in that vicinity. Bad spacing, not sure which one he was going for there. Some miscommunication on that. But really exposing some of that secondary from the Yellowjackets tonight.
All right, Lear gets the instructions from the sideline. Wesley Lear goes 6 foot, 200 pounds. Like we said, he can run a little bit, throw it on the move. Big play in the ball game here as they elect to go for it. 4th and a long 5, 4 wide. Jackets really need to bear down. He's got a man right there in the slot. Nobody came down to cover him. He's going to dance out of a tackle and into the end zone. And the Jackets were not ready for that ball to be snapped.
R.J. Jackson. Result is a touchdown for Anson.
Sincere Goldston was back. I don't know if he was engaged in a conversation with the official or what he was looking at, but anybody that was paying attention saw that the slot man there on the left was all alone. Wesley Lear certainly did, and throws the touchdown pass to bring the Bearcats within a point with 9 seconds left in the first quarter, and a hush has fallen over Paul B. Gay Stadium.
The field goal kicker here, number 31, Justin Ledbetter, 17 for 17 for the year. So as of right now,
17 for 18 as that one's blocked.
He got the old announcer's jinx there.
Nice.
Desmond Evans and a host of Jackets got in there. That's one that Anson County is going to have to store away. They're going to have to protect better on kicks. So, 7:6, 9 seconds left. A little bit of a shocker going on here in Lee County. We'll be right back with the kickoff.
The right tech can move you. The best tech can move the world. De-stress your drive with the all-new 2019 Nissan Altima. Impossibly smart.
Welcome back to a beautiful night here in Sanford, North Carolina. After a bit of a lightning delay, this one is back underway. Clock stopped with 9 seconds left in the first quarter. Lee County, a little surprisingly, only up a point on the Anson County Bearcats. And they'll look to get the ship righted right now.
Anson County not trying to get into their trickery with kickoff this time.
High spinning kick taken by McKendall. Spins and
eaten up at the 30.
Spectacularly spun down at the 30-yard line after a nice return.
The NFHS Game of the Week is brought to you by First Bank. Banking made simple.
All right, a Pentair first down for the Jackets. Boulware in at tailback. This will be the last play of the first quarter. 4 wide.
No Jaden Chalmers right now. Jaden getting a breather there on the sideline.
McKendall, the guy to watch up at the top of the screen, and that's where Johnson's looking. Nope, going to go deep. It's Tim Lett, and he overthrows him by a step. He beat his man.
Intended for number 8, Tim Lett.
And that short, deep combo, and I said it would be the last play of the first quarter, and I was wrong. 1/10 of a second left in the first quarter.
Woo, clock operator not getting any.
I know,
not giving
right?
him any help.
Brother, we've already suffered through a weather delay.
Make him flip it.
Come on. All right, 2nd and 10. Johnson from the gun. Fakes to Boulware, throws it to McKendall. McKendall's got some speed, and it'll be close to a first down. I think they're going to mark him about a foot short as we flip the field and get ready for the second quarter. You're listening or watching or whatever, the NFHS Game of the Week, brought to you by Crossroads Ford of Sanford. We'll be right back to start the second quarter after this break.
It's my favorite time of the year. Football is back. I would like to personally invite you to come down for your next new or pre-owned vehicle purchase. With one of the largest new and pre-owned inventories in the area, come see us today for discounts that the competition simply can't match or beat. If you drive in Sanford, why not buy in Sanford? Come see me, the deal maker. Come and get that big town deal with that small town feel right here at Crossroads Ford in Sanford.
Welcome back. Jackets up 7-6 to begin the second quarter. It's Military Appreciation Night here in Sanford on campus at Lee County High School.
A nice moment here at Paul B. Gay Stadium.
Yeah. A salute to all the soldiers, sailors, Marines, and even the airmen in attendance tonight.
Oh, come on now. We would like to say thank you to our very own Chris Delambert and our camera guy, Mr. Brandon, for both serving in the United States Army. Thank you, gentlemen.
A kind spot by the officials. Looked like McKendall was short of the 40. They're going to give him the nose of the ball beyond the 40 and a Pentair first down for the Jackets. Johnson checks his wristband, takes a look at the defense, hands inside to Boulware. It was going nowhere. That penetration was immediate, right up the gut. Anson County able to disrupt the running game without bringing pressure from the linebackers, and that's always going to be a problem.
This Anson County defense is really playing with a lot of speed right now, really swarming to the ball pretty well. This is a stout-looking team. You know, their record shows 2 and 3 coming in.
3 and 2.
3 and 2. Excuse me. 3 and 2. 3 and 2. And you know, not quite sure what we were going to see defensively. They are really coming out strong right now.
Well, the problem the Jackets have on offense is if you can stop a couple of things that they do really well, their bag of tricks is not very deep. All right. Coach Purdue wants a timeout. 2nd and 11 coming up. Coach Purdue wants to talk about it, and while he does, we'll take another quick break and be back with the action.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. Hi, I'm David Fashee, and we are First Bank.
New Image Media presents the NFHS Game of the Week, brought to you by From the Cheap Seats, Monday 9 to 11 on WFJA 105.5.
That is the highlight of my Monday morning.
That's the only good thing about Monday morning.
Johnson under pressure, skates out of there. Nate talked in the pregame about Johnson, his wheels. He's going to be close to a first down, made something out of nothing, gets 10. And Johnson showing a dimension to his game that we didn't suspect would mature a couple of years ago. Is that fair to say, Coach?
Yeah, that's not something that I always anticipated him doing. But he has really shown some wheels and some vision, finding open spots in the field and get to them. That was a great play by the linebacker from Anson County.
All right, 3rd and 1 near midfield. Colin Johnson, just a heck of an athlete and a very heady kid, both on the field and off. Schools that are starting to sniff around Mr. Johnson are of a particular academic ilk, if you know what I'm saying. Two backs in the backfield. The hand is to Baldwin, stacked up, fights, is not going to get there.
Short.
And this Anson County front is impressive. Impressive.
Last I'd heard.
Punt team coming out onto the field. This is a little surprising.
Tackle by number 4, Rashid Burns.
Some respect shown there, huh?
Yeah.
Some respect.
This is the first team that Lee County's faced this year that 4th and 1 at midfield. Oh, and they're not. They're going for it.
And they do it.
Anson County snuffed it out. He's going to lose 2. And I tell you, I love the call. If you're going to do it, be decisive. They had that in their bag and ran the punt team out quick. But Anson County, who were in a traditional punt defense, that was not a prevent.
No.
But it looked like they were all moving in like they almost expected it.
Well, they got what they expected if that was the case. The snap was to the up back, and not much going Lee County's way since the opening kickoff of this ball game. Marcus Gray took the snap and had nowhere to go. And just like we saw with the offense on the field for the Jackets, they're not getting it blocked up front.
Anson County coming in on the Lee County 47, so they're already marching. This will be interesting to see how this plays out, boys. We could see a swing here pretty quick. Lee County showing blitz.
Lear gets it out fast.
Oh, go after that ball with 2 hands, son.
Yep. And, you know, had the defender in his pocket. Goldston was on the coverage. And they're having some success going after Mr. Goldston. That's a little surprising. One of the cornerstones of this defense. He's played a lot of meaningful football for the Jackets over the last couple of years.
Number 3 there from Anson County. Had the defender on the slant route. Had him positioned where he wanted him. Just has to connect that ball. Trips to the wide side here from the Bearcats.
Jackets playing off, showing pressure. Here it comes. Ball's out quick, and the receiver juggles it. Has to go to his knees to catch it. It's only going to get 2. Had that ball been on time and caught cleanly, there could have been some yardage there. But 3rd and 9 coming up, clock running at 9.5 minutes left in the half. Big play for the Jackets here.
Turned his head too quick, Chris. Started looking upfield before he caught the ball.
He heard footsteps.
How tall is that number 7 on that roster you got over there?
They list him at 5'11", 180, but that's a lie.
I don't think so.
Tyler McNair, excuse me.
Trips to the short side.
That's an interesting configuration. Got to be some sort of screen coming out here. Either that or they're isolating man-to-man up top. That's what they're going. Looking, oh, no.
Quarterback likes to run it.
I don't know if that was by design or if he had one look and then was going to tuck it and run it, but the seas parted in front of him and needed one, got a bunch. First down, Bearcats. And Lee County got to be reeling.
This Lee County stands here has gotten awfully quiet, not something we're used to seeing here at Paul B. Gay Stadium. A little bit on their toes.
Well, this is a nice crowd tonight. A lot going for this crowd. First of all, there's no game across town.
Yep.
Southern is off. I've seen an awful lot of Southern fans and families in attendance here. Second, ball's out quick. R.J. Jackson dances, gives up a couple yards. In the end, he'll get about 4. But no game across town. It's a beautiful night, save for the brief lightning delay that we had. And there is the halftime ceremony. This is as good a crowd as I've seen at Paul B. Gay Stadium in a very long time. One of the reasons I feel like Lee County doesn't draw that well is a lot of folks in this community feel like Lee County's going to blow out whoever they're playing.
It's not exciting to come watch.
So it's not going to be, necessarily exciting. I'm not sure that anybody wanted this, but they're certainly getting their money's worth right now.
Absolutely.
All right, the run is up the middle. Sturdivant with the carry. He's going to bring up 3rd and short. 4-down territory for the Bearcats.
Tackle by number 5, Larry Baldwin.
Substitution on the offensive line, or on the defensive line.
Number 65, James Gordon coming in.
That is an enormous human being.
That young man is what we used to call a hole clogger, because he's going to eat up that A-gap, B-gap, whichever one he's slanting to. Looks like he's going to line up in a 3, so he'll be able to take his pick there, A-gap or B-gap. Oh, moving to.
All right, 3rd and 3 here coming up, and Anson County's done a lot well tonight. Tough to know what's coming. And it is Sturdivant up the middle.
Looks like he got it.
And it looks like he's really close. Tough spot so far. Waiting for the word from the head official.
Fourth down.
Fourth down. 4th and 1. DDP in on the tackle.
4th and short for the Bearcats.
All right, no hesitation from the Bearcats. They'll go for it. And this much ballyhooed defensive front for the Jackets cannot make the stop.
There.
First down Bearcats as he plowed into Gordon and fell forward. Got that forward lean we hear about all the time. And that'll be a Pentair first down for Anson County. A lot of folks around the state, especially given the delay, so we're behind a lot of the games. I am sure there are a lot of observers across North Carolina checking on the various apps and news services, a little surprised by this score. But Anson County's been the better ball club for all but about 10 seconds of this game today.
Exactly right, Chris.
Lear drops, looking down the right side. It's got a man, overthrows him, had a little bit of space.
Intended for number 14, Tyreek Hardison.
Hardison looking for a flag on the play.
Jaden Chalmers.
Good coverage by Jaden Chalmers.
I don't know if that ball was catchable. I don't know if he would have gotten there.
Second and 10 coming up.
Trips to the wide side here for the Bearcats. Running back to the strength.
This is where they've had success in the passing game. Oh, ball's out. Lear falls on it, but that's still a big play. It'll set up 3rd and 12. And Anson County's done a good job of staying ahead of schedule most of this ball game. Now we'll see what they can do in a 3rd and long situation. James Gordon gets a couple of high fives as he comes off the field.
3rd down and 12 for the Bearcats.
Sticking with his trips to the wide side. Tailback on the weak side.
Tunnel screen coming.
Tunnel screen, that's your bet?
Tunnel screen coming.
I'm saying slant to the isolated receiver.
Oh, there's a false start. We'll get to do this again on 3rd and 17.
Oh,
that one hurts.
Kills you.
That one hurts. And you know, the receiver there had to have been taking a look at all the activity in front of him as the coverage for the Jackets was bailing out. So a false look, and Malcolm Wilson jumped. 3rd and 17. We haven't seen this pass rush be much of a factor tonight. Let this be the time if you're a Jacket fan. Only a 3-man front.
Here comes a draw.
Nope. Lear drops, rolls, looks down, got one-on-one coverage, and catches it there. Over top of Chalmers for the touchdown. The coverage was there, but he never made a play on the ball. 28 yards on a beautifully thrown football. They tried to do it 2 plays ago. Oh, there's a flag in the backfield. Anson County, the players look incredulous. And
that was so late.
Procedure call.
Oh my gosh.
The coaching staff from Anson County is livid. Something just got thrown over on the sideline. What is the call, Nate?
False start.
It has to be. It's not a false start. It has to be an illegal formation of some sort.
It has to be, but first off, why did the play continue? Because with a procedure, the play's supposed to be dead immediately.
Well, not if it's an illegal formation.
Well, okay.
I mean, technically, it could be a if it's a false start.
That flag was way
late. Absolutely.
For an illegal did that guy pull out his rule book and look at formations before he threw that flag? Because that's about the timing that it was.
So now, 3rd and a mile.
Oh, boy,
3rd and 22.
That's a dagger for Anson County.
It is. That's brutal. And that was a perfectly executed play. Obviously one the coaching staff is fond of. They ran exactly the same play a couple minutes ago. And trying to run it again. This time Lear is flushed out, manages to find his man. Going to be short back near the original line of scrimmage. 4th down coming, so he got about half of that. Lear again showing he can throw the ball on the move. The pressure from Lee County got there, but Lear was up to the task.
That kid really looks good moving around the pocket.
Yes, sir, he does.
on that last play that was a touchdown that was taken back, that was over the Carolina recruit, Jaden Chalmers. That's not something you see very often. Not many balls get over his head and caught inbounds.
Nope, we've seen him get beat a couple of times on miscommunication and things of that nature, but straight up man-on-man, no, not often does anybody get behind him.
I see it a lot.
All right, Lear looking down the middle, got a man, and in traffic he's unable to hold on. The ball was delivered on time.
And in locations.
Ooh, Lee County dodges a bullet as R.J. Jackson's unable to rope it in, and the ball be going the other way. A great big sigh of relief from this Lee County crowd. So with 5 minutes left, the Jackets take over, headed the other way.
The NFHS Game of the Week is brought to you by Crossroads Ford. Big city deals from a dealer with a hometown feel.
I sure wish we could get an explanation from the refs there.
Yeah.
Why that flag was thrown.
Oh, I'm sure there's some folks on the opposite sideline that are feeling the same way. Oh. They have got to do something different in this run offense. Anson County is absolutely teeing off and almost took that handoff.
Number 50, Keontae Burns, let that play go nowhere.
We have not seen that quick pitch to the left or the right that is sort of the signature of this Lee County offense, and I'm not sure why we keep seeing these dive plays. Talk to me, Nate.
I'm kind of befuddled right now about it, Chris. I don't know why. In weeks past we've seen him get away. Oh, that ball should have been picked.
That should have been picked.
Bad
going
throw
the other way
by
for
Colin
6.
Johnson. Bad play. Great read there by the corner. Step up into that curl route there. This Anson County defense, boys, is no joke.
Burns had a Christmas present delivered to him, and he decided to send it back.
3rd and 14.
We got trips to the wide side.
Number 2's got man coverage down here, guys. Let him make a play. Get him down the field. See if he can do something special. Johnson takes it, looking the other way. Going all the way down the field.
Get your head turned.
You got to get your head turned around. Interesting
no flag,
that on 3rd and a mile.
Great play from
Jason
the safety.
Berdicia, a receiver that doesn't play a whole lot, was the intended target. A lot of high-profile possibilities, and Johnson never looked away from number 17.
Well, and the safety read it and came right up and supported there.
I knew where the ball was going from here. Johnson stared him down.
We got a timeout from Anson County. They had 12 men on the field. Lee County was trying to snap the ball pretty quick. Anson County got a good timeout there. Save a penalty, save 5 yards.
All right, 4:15 left in the half. 7-6 Jackets. It's a 7-6 ball game, but it feels like
golly,
there's a whole lot of bad things going on.
Lee County.
I frankly don't understand how Lee County's hanging on to this lead right now with the way they played on both sides of the ball in this first half. They were gifted a late procedure call that took a touchdown off the board, but literally I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say aside from that first play of the game on the opening kickoff,
Anson County has controlled
all Anson County on both sides of the ball.
Every aspect of this game.
And there have been a couple of occasions, one, a punt that was almost blocked, where Lee County just hasn't made that play. All right, Underwood gets it out of there.
Good
Big
kick.
High kick, going to go out of bounds near midfield.
It's a good kick.
Mark it out. If great, doesn't allow a return. They're going to mark it out at the 47, 48-yard line. And Anson County will come out. They've sustained drives. They just need to finish another one. And if you're the Jackets, you cannot let this Anson County team go up and go into the halftime with a lead.
Lee County looks like they're coming out in a 4-man front. They've been flopping back and forth between 3 and 4-man. Number 60 coming back in. Colin McDura, junior defensive tackle, coming in at 6 feet, even 245 pounds. Let's see what that young man can do.
Here's a snap. Hand is up the middle.
Ooh,
got space.
Boy.
Gets a step.
Gets some
runs through tackles. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Number 8, Daquan Sturdivant on that carry. Remember, he's the one we talked about the pregame show, has 10 rushing touchdowns on the year. Oh, he was real close to number 11 there, Chris. And Trent.
If this defensive front's just not getting it done, and we see the front from Anson County doing their thing, Sturdivant does a good job to get back to the line of scrimmage. Going to pick up a yard. Good penetration as the Jackets bring pressure.
Daquan Sturdivant on the carry. Tackled by number 54.
This Jacket defense is really going to need to start. They've been sending some guys to stop this Bearcat run, though. I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing 6 or 7 going pretty consistently. They're set up here to be in cover 2. But we have trips to the wide side for the Bearcats. Lone receiver up top.
Anson County's showing the same thing every play.
Every play. Looking down, got a man in front of Chalmers.
Nice.
Chalmers makes a great play to break it up.
Woo. Get me once.
Looking for Tyreek Hardison on the play. And this is a fun matchup.
Yeah.
Now up at the top of your screen, number 1 versus 14 in white. Those guys are going at it. Those are two superior athletes.
What is the theory behind lining up the same way every single time?
Lee County hasn't proven to really be able to consistently stop it. So from some coach's standpoint, it's I'm going to do what I do until you make me stop it and make me change.
All right, Lear takes the snap. Pressure's coming. Gets it out.
He's wide open.
Chalmers falls
and he
falls
is in.
down. Anson County touchdown. No flags this time. 12-7, 3:17 left in the first half.
Bearcats, shockingly, here in Lee County, taking a lead. Not what any of us anticipated tonight.
Well, they're wearing their jerseys and helmets. They look like Clemson, huh?
Clemson doesn't have much on these guys right now. They're playing good football. All right, last time we saw them line up for an extra point, it was blocked by about 6 Jackets. See if they can protect it better this time. Snap is down. Kick is up.
Right,
Kick is good. 13-7. Just over 3 minutes left in the half. We'll be back to see if the Jackets can get this offense rocking and rolling.
Guys, it's back! Inline skating.
Rock and roll hair?
Calling this thing a pound sign instead of a hashtag? No, the sensation is back at Zaxby's.
The Zensation Salad is back, and introducing the new Zensation Filet Sandwich Meal with hand-breaded chicken, Asian slaw, wonton strips, and citrus vinaigrette, both served with an egg roll. The Zensation Salad and Filet Sandwich Meal, only at Zaxby's.
New Image Media presents the NFHS Game of the Week, brought to you by Crystal Copus and RE/MAX Real Estate Service. No one sells more homes than RE/MAX.
I believe I saw that RE/MAX is opening an office in Apex.
They already have. I've been up there. In fact, they opened an office previously, and now they've moved locations. I was up there a few weeks ago. It's a really, really cool space.
That's awesome.
Really cool space.
Awesome. Yeah, they just had their ribbon cutting, I believe.
Yeah. When I was up there, they were still finishing up. They had some wiring that was being done and some decor that was being put up, but it's a really cool space.
Little whistle before the kick.
Crystal Copus spreading her wings throughout the state. You guys know she was the president of the North Carolina Board of Realtors. Did y'all know that?
Huh. I had no idea.
Yeah, she was a couple years ago. I don't think she is anymore. But Crystal very active at a state level.
And what a great market to move into, that Apex.
Oh, God.
Between Apex, Lee County with Chatham Park coming in.
Yes, sir.
A great time for her as a realtor, I'm sure.
I am certain that was part of the thought process. So if you need anything, commercial, residential, buying, selling, doesn't matter. She's got experts on both sides of the ball, and they have their own in-house mortgage lender now. So a lot of good reasons to check out Crystal Copus Real Estate, RE/MAX Real Estate Services. All right, here comes Chalmers. Got ahead of steam, looking for a seam. Well done by Anson County to kind of string that out and finally get some guys to the ball carrier, but Chalmers takes it all the way back out and gives the Jackets great field position. They seems like they've had great field position most of the night and haven't been able to do anything with it.
46-yard line.
Boulware's in as the lone tailback. Bertasia, Lett, Evans, and McKendall as your wideouts. Got to keep an eye on number 2 at the bottom of the screen. The hand is to Boulware. Boulware's got some space finally into the secondary. Anticipated contact. If he stayed on his feet, might still be running, but picks up his first big run in what seems like forever. 16 yards on the play and a Pentair first down for A.J. Boulware.
Be interested to see if Lee County comes back out, does the exact same thing.
Right to the other side. Boulware cuts it back.
He's got room.
Space.
He's got.
And it's coming back.
Number 21, Raheem Stanley.
Boulware coming out of the game. Baldwin checking in. Oh, that's a tough one, guys.
Indication is holding on the Jackets.
Lee County coming out with a little bit of fire this series, though, saying we're not going to be upended in our own home tonight. That penalty kills you, but it doesn't kill you at the yardage marker.
Yeah, there you go. It was downfield, so they're going to mark it from the spot of the foul.
It's a redo.
So it's a redo. Yeah, 1st and 10. Foul occurred at the 20-yard line, according to the official. They'll mark it back at the 30, so just like it never happened. First down all over again. Johnson hands to Baldwin. Baldwin, tough running. Dragging tacklers. Anson County stays on him. He'll only end up with a couple. That'll bring up 2nd and 7. Clock down inside 2.5 minutes in the first half.
Wow. Hey.
Why does it feel like the first time tonight that Lee County's playing with some urgency on offense?
Because they are, Chris. I do believe we have Trent back. We were having some microphone issues. Trent, you back with us?
I think so.
All right.
Good to have you, Trenton.
All I had to do is send a text, and boom, my mic is working.
It just knows.
All right, Johnson barking out signals. And it was interesting what happened to begin that drive. I'll finish my thought on the other side here. Here, Johnson looking down the field. Oh, it had Evans. Evans had a step. Johnson going to keep. Picks up a couple, get it to the 25-yard line, 3rd and 5 coming up. But the interesting thing is to begin that drive, Boulware obviously went into the game with instructions he was going to run. He was going to play the first 2 plays. The 2 big runs, the one called back by the holding call, but Boulware sprinted immediately following that play all the way from the far side of the field to the bench.
That was by design.
So he knew he was playing 2 plays and coming out, and Baldwin in.
Big 3rd and 5 here for the Yellowjackets.
Johnson looks out there, swings to Baldwin. Dangerous pass. Baldwin reels it in, drags tacklers close to a first down. It's going to be about a foot short, it looks like, from here. But they've been the recipient of a kind spot or two. Not this time. 4th and short coming. Boulware's still out of the game. Baldwin would likely be the back for this situation when you need a foot. But the clock is running down inside a minute. Lee County doesn't seem to be in too much of a hurry. 2 timeouts in their pocket. I hate running from the gun here, Nate.
Get under center. But there's a lot of miscues.
Pressure coming. Pitch toss to the left. Baldwin.
Oh, I think he's short,
That's
boys.
why you don't run out of the gun in that situation. And an interesting time to pull that play call out that we haven't seen all night. That is the bread and butter of this Jacket offense.
Absolutely.
They are stopped. And with 35 seconds left, unless something bizarre happens, Lee County's going to trail for the first time at halftime in a regular season game in years.
I can't remember last time.
I mean, Anson County has been up that middle all game long.
You're right.
They've been breaking through that line all game.
Anson County with their high-power air raid offense here with 2 timeouts, roughly 35 seconds left. We could see a shot or 2 here, guys. Same formation, trips to the wide side. Lone man out there, defended by Jane Chalmers.
The hand is to Sturdivant. They're going to play it conservative. He picks up a yard. And it looks like they're going to be content to take this to halftime.
With a lead against a team like Lee County and the explosive players they have out in the corners, I don't necessarily disagree with this call here.
All right. 10 seconds and counting. That'll take us to halftime. We will take a very quick break and be right back with the halftime show, and then we'll have coverage of the on-field festivities. You don't want to miss that. We'll see you in just a moment.
Welcome to the Classic Nissan Halftime Report.
Welcome to the Classic Nissan Halftime Show.
I thought you were just going to run with it, buddy.
That's it.
Welcome to the Classic Nissan Halftime Show. Stunned silence here in this crowd.
That sums it up.
Literally, Lee County has not trailed at home in a regular season game.
It's almost eerie here, guys.
It is. People don't know how to act.
Looking at the Lee County fans, they're all just kind of sitting there. We have a few moving, but a lot of them just sitting there, stunned look on their face here. This Anson County Bearcats really coming in, hitting Lee County in the face.
Well, each of the last 2 seasons, Lee County's run the table in the regular season. And most of those have been blowout fashion.
Absolutely.
Not tonight. Anson County knew all about that coming up here. And if Lee County took them lightly, it wasn't helped by the fact that they returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown. And I'm afraid there was a little bit of malaise sunk in. But you would have thought with the weather delay that these guys had a chance to get their heads right. Instead, it was Anson County that came out, and they are firing off the ball on both sides, winning the line of scrimmage, and it's not even close.
Not even close.
Lee County, this is a relatively young offensive line, so that's a little understandable. We haven't ever seen this defensive line get beat up like this.
We used to call this displacing the line of scrimmage, where you want to move the line of scrimmage 1 or 2 yards in your favor. Offensively, 2 yards forward. Defensively, 2 yards back. And that's exactly what we're seeing Anson County do right now, is they're displacing the line of scrimmage to their favor. Usually we see Lee County do that.
Well, early on, Anson County ran some cute stuff. They ran a couple reverses. They ran the screens where they ran the receiver all the way behind the formation. And at some point they figured out we don't need all that.
Yeah.
They're quick slants, bubble screens. Every once in a while we hit a shot down the field. And other than that, we just run the ball right up the gut. If you can't get to our quarterback and you can't stop those belly plays, why do anything creative? That scares me a little bit in the second half because Lee County's emphasis is going to be on stopping that stuff. Lee County's already shown they can do other things.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to take it to the field to recognize the 1968 Sanford Central football team.
Under Coach Gay, this Yellowjacket team had an undefeated 13-0 season, ranked number 1, outscoring opponents 524-99 in their 13 wins, and winning the state final 33-0 against Roxburgh, scoring on the first play of the game. Team members present tonight include all conference, all state, college, and professional players. Number 11, Tom Hayslip. Number 14, Gary Gillum. Number 23, Glenn Taylor.
The commish.
Number 25, Cameron Dew. Number 27, Mike Crutchfield. Number 31, Al Covington. Number 33, Steve Jones. Number 43, Billy Overton. Number 52, Kim Hensley. Number 53, Ed Williams. Number 60, Ted Keith. Number 62, Rick Bridges. Number 63, Lynn Behrman. Number 64, Rick Halberstadt. Number 72, Tom Rimpson. Number 73, Jay Overton. Number 74, Marty Fashee. Number 80, Rick Wilkie. Number 82, Jeff Clark. Number 86, Ken Fashee. Head coach, Paul Gay. Assistant coach, R.D. Carson. Assistant coach, John Walker. Assistant coach, Bill Tatum. Cheerleaders, Jane McBride Mann.
Yes.
Cheerleader, Pat Buchanan Covington. Manager, Jim Pomerantz. Mascot, Doug Gay. And film director, Mike Hamilton. Ladies and gentlemen, your 1968 Sanford Central state champions.
Yeah. Some heavy hitters in that group, guys.
Coach Gay, you have been a coach, mentor, role model, friend, and inspiration to every player on the field with you tonight and for many in the stands. For 25 years, you roamed and owned these sidelines as a head coach. Your innovations and knowledge led the way to rich traditions in football, not only in Sanford, but the state of North Carolina. You introduced and used film study as part of a football program, and the attention to detail and fundamentals on and off the field was a top priority. Each player you coach have their own fond memories of you, sharing them often, such as Oklahoma drills, you looking up in the sky on a rainy day and the sky is clearing, players giving chin straps out to young kids after a game, and how sweet it is echoing in the locker room after a victory. As 168 teammate states, my enduring takeaway that set him apart for others was the ability to seek out talent and heart, and most importantly, allow them to lead. What a wonderful gift to young men as they encounter challenges in life. At this time, the 1968 team has a special presentation and dedication honoring you. Your wife, Jean, along with sons, PJ, Doug, and Joe, will have the honor.
Wow.
How awesome.
What a moment here at Paul B. Gay Stadium. That's awesome. From someone who grew up in Lee County and Lee County football was king, that's a really cool moment.
Paul B. Gay Stadium.
So that'll be installed here at the stadium.
The plaque reads,
I hope not on the press
Paul
box.
Gay, head coach, Sanford Central High School.
Not on the
Lee
press
County
box.
High
Not
School,
on the press box.
1960 to 1985, 177 wins, 75 losses, and 12 ties overall record.
Gosh.
8 conference champions, 3A Eastern champions, 1966, 1967, and 1968. 3A state co-champions, 1972, 4A state champions, 1973, North Carolina Coach of the Year, 1973, and Shrine Bowl Coach, 1977. East Carolina University Hall of Fame, North Carolina High School Athletic Association Hall of Fame, and North Carolina Sports Hall of Fame. Dedicated by the 1968 Sanford Central High School Yellowjackets, 13-0. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Gay, thank you. We love you. Go Jackets.
I wonder how many times he won the brick.
I'm going to throw you off this.
You're a new guy. You don't understand. There was no brick to be had.
Oh, we didn't make bricks back then?
Southern's only been around.
2005 was the first season.
Yes, 14 years.
But it was only a JV team
I didn't
that
realize
first
that.
year. So the brick didn't come in until 2006.
Well, I'm sure if there was a brick, he would have won it many times.
Well, I just
He
wish
didn't lose a lot.
I wish that at some point in my life down the road, I had done something well enough, it impacted enough people that they would commission a bronze bust of me. That's the coolest thing ever.
Well, I think me and Brandon can hook that up in about 30 years.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't
from
think
the
I'm.
cheap seats.
I don't think I'm going to impact you guys enough that you're going to commission a bronze bust. It'd be cool if I did, but that is amazing. What a great night, Paul B. Gay, a staple, an icon in this community.
Absolutely.
Member of several Hall of Fames. You heard North Carolina State Sports Hall of Fame, ECU Hall of Fame, and if there were a Lee County Sports Hall of Fame, it'd probably be named after him.
He'd be number one.
Yeah.
It'd be the Paul B. Gay Hall of Fame.
He would be on the short list, although there are some pretty accomplished athletes from this little town of ours. He'd be on that first ballot for sure.
And a unanimous vote.
Oh, yeah. How could you vote against him? So we're glad you stuck around through that. I'm honored to have been here to have been a part of this. We'll take a quick break, and hopefully inspired by this moment, this current Yellow Jacket team
get their stinger in gear.
Get their stingers in gear and play some football. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
The right tech can move you. The best tech can move the world. De-stress your drive with the all-new 2019 Nissan Altima. Impossibly smart.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
So we have seen
a really big selfie.
Lee County kickoff once tonight, and that was an onside attempt. Of course, Lee County started the game by receiving the kick. Jaden Chalmers went to the house, 75 yards for a touchdown, and it really has been all Bearcats from that point on. So here we are. Trey Underwood, you would think, not going to do anything cute to start the second half, but who knows?
In all reality, this ball game should be a 0-20 ball game.
I'm not going to disagree with that. Fielded all the way back at the 2-yard line.
He's got room.
And running through tackles. That's 3 missed tackles.
Trey Underwood with the tackle.
All the way back out to the 45. 43 on the return. And if you wondered if Anson County was going to come out fired up, there might be your answer.
I can tell you when you
Tony Gainey on the return, that was looking good.
When your kicker is your one making a tackle, it's not looking good for that return team.
I'd like to thank our corporate sponsors.
Nice 40-yard return.
ADS Security, Chatley, Boat and Marine, Pilgrims, Pentair.
Having some microphone issues, the professor, Trent Nichols.
Oh, it's all right.
And we're back on.
Golly.
Is your mic good now, Trent?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Nope.
I can hear you.
All right. Well, anyway, Trent didn't have anything important to say anyway.
No.
No, there you are.
Yeah.
There you are. You say nothing, but you say it so well.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Players, number 21, off on his own feet.
I'm a great mime on radio.
You know, people always told me I had a face for radio.
That's accurate. That's accurate.
Very true. Face on fire on radio.
There we go.
The NFHS Game of the Week brought to you by Crossroad Fords. Big city deals from a dealer with a hometown feel. And
all right, Lear from the gun pulls it out. Defense gave a lot of space.
Lear's pass is complete.
And Jackson,
14,
Hardison with the gain, or the reception, taken out at midfield.
Coverage and tackle.
That's where I'm a little, I asked you what you anticipated. I thought Lee might come up and play a little bit tighter.
Play some man press.
Play man, but they're not. They're playing soft, and with the exception of number 14 trying to get down the field, Anson not trying to throw the ball down the field very much. They're just willing to take what's underneath the zone again.
Gosh.
There you go. And spinning. It takes 3 Jackets to round him up. Hardison has been their guy.
Same play, same formation, same outcome here.
Well, and
the Anson Bearcats.
You know, we said in the first half, Trent, you asked, why are they coming out in the same formation? Well, if you can't stop it, why should we change?
Well, they've had to have 6 or 7 different variations from this formation. I mean, because there's the option of either handing off or getting these quick little passes, or heck, even going downfield.
Yeah, so they're not going to change the formation. Why do that?
Because
there's Jackson with the carry.
Lee's having trouble.
Sturdivant. I'm shell shocked right now, to be honest.
Lee's having trouble stopping anything they do in this formation.
Yeah, so why come out of it?
Yeah, exactly.
You posed the question, Trent.
I know. I want to go home.
You want to fight me, Trent?
No, I want to go home and play Madden and use the same formation all game and see if I can win.
If you play online against a 6-year-old kid who doesn't know, you might win.
That's right.
Or he might kick your butt.
That's right.
Well, no, I'll lose.
I think by the time I get home tonight, everybody will be asleep, so I think this is a FIFA night for me.
I don't even have a
Lear
PlayStation.
pulls it out, runs that little screen. We've seen it before. Lee County had a chance to make a play in the backfield. Doesn't. Positive yards, late flag coming in.
What is that?
I'm going to predict holding.
It's got to be a hold. Yeah, to be a hold, but it's going to be downfield. It's not going to be
no, it's going to crush them. It was right at the line of scrimmage.
Nate says no, it's going to crush them, and yeah, it looks like it's going to.
Not trying to contradict you.
Oh. All right, so from the spot of the foul was right around the original line of scrimmage. This will bring up 2nd and 18. Anson County behind the sticks. They have been able to convert a couple of these.
Some scores around the Tri-County 6 Conference. The only score I can find, Union Pines is off, Southern Lee is off tonight. Western Hornet is down to West Johnson High School, 32-23.
Wow.
QB
Lear
keeper.
going to keep it. Design roll. He'll get a few. Bring up 3rd and 12. 4-down territory, Nate?
Absolutely.
All right.
The way your offense has been clicking, I would absolutely count this as 4-down territory.
Well,
and this is a long field goal.
Well, let me tell you something, too, is the Anson County coaching staff saw what Lee County did the one time they forced the punt, and they should have blocked it.
Oh, yeah.
So no chance, no reason to give up a potential splash play on a blocked punt when the worst thing that can happen on 4th down if you go for it is, you turn the ball over in place. All right, Lear's got other things in mind, and we're getting way ahead of ourselves. 3rd and 12, Lear drops. Pressure coming from DDP. Evans pushes him now, and finally got him to make a bad decision as Lear rolling to his right, throws back across his body, doesn't have enough on it, and it falls in between everybody.
So 4th
and 12, and I'm stunned here.
Going to play the field position ball game here. Have faith in their defense.
I saw the way Anson County could not protect the extra point the first time around. And the punt was even worse as the Jackets ran past the punter. But it doesn't look like they're coming. And they're not. It's a slow snap. Oh, my gosh. DDP, don't hurt him. He just threw the protector into the punter. Punter gets it out of there, and you can't do it much better than that.
They're playing the position,
high
the field
school,
position.
college, the NFL, or any place else, as that ball is down literally at the goal line. No room for error at all for for Lee County here. And taking a look at the bigger picture,
99 yards to go.
Well, but a safety here is not just 2 points in the ballgame. A safety stretches that lead out to 8 points, where the best Lee County could do would be to tie with a single play. And it doesn't matter as Tim Lett reels the Colin Johnson pass in for a gain of 8 and gives the Jackets a little breathing room.
Colin Johnson's pass is complete to number 8, Tim Lett.
Where is the toss sweep? Coach Cochrane. The only time I remember seeing it tonight was on the 4th and 1 when they ran it into the teeth of the defense. Where is that little toss?
I still don't think on their position. I mean, they're still only on the 7-8 yard line here, guys. I still don't think you run it right now. Too big of a risk.
Looking down the field, got Evans. Evans dragging tacklers, running over folks, and is going to have a big gain out there for first down.
It's complete to number 10.
Picks up 17 on the play.
Out of bounds by number 5, Marion Lyles. First down.
I thought Evans was off tonight. I was going to say, if he was playing on their defense, the game would have been different.
Well, Desmond Evans making an impact on offense. That's the second time he's had an opportunity and run over tacklers. Not a whole lot of impact on the defense.
Nope. Very quiet evening.
Very, very quiet. All right, Johnson's gotten them out from out of the shadow of their own goalpost, now at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 Jackets. Inside of 9 minutes to play in the third quarter. The hand is to Boulware. Boulware dancing, squirts out of there and is going to pick up about 4 on the play.
Boulware on the carry. Tackle for the Bearcats by number 17.
And he fought hard for those 4. He that should have been a no gain. And that's just a great running back making a play, making it a second and manageable. And you look at the sideline of these Yellowjackets, there is a demeanor of discontent at the moment. They are not looking excited.
Nope.
A lot of hands on hips.
Lots of hands on hips. You beat me to it. McKindle in motion, takes the pop pass. McKindle around the left side. There's a flag. And that's in the backfield, so it's going to be one of those crippling holding calls.
Ooh.
2nd and a mile coming up here once they sort this out.
I think they're limiting Boulware's plays this evening coming back from that injury.
Well, and Trent, that's an interesting observation. The crazy part of that is when he's coming out of the game, he's sprinting at full speed off the field 60 yards.
Yeah.
Which kind of defeats the purpose of,
limiting
managing those snaps.
Yeah.
Am I missing something there, Coach?
That is a look of discontent from that young man. I can tell you he does not like coming out of the ball game. Obviously, this is by design. And at the end of the day, this is saving him for conference play. But I don't know if at this point he is your best back. He is your best back, and it's 2nd and a mile.
Sack.
Ooh, pressure. Oh, pressure.
So in the short term, you're going to lose a bunch. In the long term, now you're 3rd and a mile.
And 54 is very disappointed in his ability to block that play.
Back on the 6-yard line. This is dangerous territory here for the Yellowjackets.
Well, and I don't know that the right idea here with the way the momentum is going is to try to get this first down.
Give your punter some room.
Yeah, I'm not sure you just don't run it into the belly with Baldwin and pick up 3 or 4. Make sure that you give your punter some space. We'll see what Coach Purdue's got up his sleeve. Johnson takes a snap, looks one way, brings it back to McKindle. McKindle's got space. He's in that seam. Oh, he had one man to beat, and he was going to the house. Instead, he'll be brought down after a gain of about 19.
Back 4th and 11.
4th and 11.
So that's still 4th and 11. So you accomplished that, and you took a shot, gave one of your dynamic ball players a shot. And look at that. Lee County had the ball lined up, ready to snap it. If they can get it off, that's 12 men. 12 men on the Bearcats. So now you're 4th and 6, and they're just going to keep moving this ball around. That's a wrinkle we haven't seen from the Jackets before. Sneak that punt team out there right now.
That's a tempo thing. And you can do from their location on the field because it's on the Lee County hash, and it is right at their coaching staff, who I'm sure had that team lined up directly with them to get on quickly.
All right, so now 4th and 7, we'll call it. Anson County showing pressure. They don't get there. Underwood with a high wobbling kick. Fair catch. Signal for it. It's on the ground. Oh, and he gets back on it.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Bad decision all the way around. But in the end, it doesn't hurt him. Jalen Marshall. Boy.
Woo. That was a lucky bounce, boys, because that ball could have gone anywhere.
He was trying to call a fair catch and ran right by the ball, and it hit him right in the arm.
He overran it.
And at some point, you got to give up on that.
That's right.
Just let it go.
All right, 6:36. Jackets unable to do anything on offense today. they need to stop here and kind of squash this momentum that Anson County's built.
Anson County lining up. Trips to the wide
Pressure
side.
coming. Ball deflected by Evans.
First big play we've seen from Desmond tonight.
Yes, sir. Evans shown up on both sides of the ball in the second half.
He's made a few trailing tackles, which is good effort play from a defensive end spot. That was the first real key impact play we've seen him make tonight. More huddling from Anson County.
All right, run up the middle. That's what we're used to seeing from this Jacket defensive front.
On the carry for no gain.
Big number 8, first time in a while. He's been stoned at the line of scrimmage. Gets about half a yard. 3rd and long coming up for the Bearcats. Jackets defense playing the best football they've played tonight.
For the Bearcats.
Big 3rd down here for Anson County.
There seems some life on that D right now. They're getting a little energy.
Well,
going.
interesting. The team has turned around trying to get the crowd fired up. I think they ought to focus on themselves first. But a little noise, a little life in this crowd.
We're seeing some audibles here from Anson County.
Lear from the gun drops, looking down the field. Evans coming. Ball is away, up, down the seam. Oh! Big play, and they got it.
Poster out over. Good catch.
Man,
Hardison has been their guy.
They've been together all game. Every big play they've needed. Right to number 14. And a flag.
Uh-oh.
What do we got here?
It's on defense.
Unsportsman.
It's got to be. The ref was jawing with, talking with Lee.
See, what it has to be unsportsman how late it was.
Well, I can tell by the body language who it's on.
Oh. And he's been ejected. What a big number 10. Desmond Evans has been ejected from the game.
Well, we saw this once last year. He's pleading his case to the coaches, who I'm sure.
Once that signal, though, there's no coming back. There's no reversing the call. There's none of that. And that is a killer penalty here on the 21-yard line.
Well, and the other issue, now last year when this happened, he missed the following game as well.
Yep. And he and Coach Bordeaux will have to go through some sort of sensitivity training implemented by the state. That does cost the athletic department money, so this is not a good play.
Very disappointing on his maturity level. For a guy so highly touted as a recruit to continue to have these mental errors.
Well, you got to do better in the short term. This ball game is in question, and that is a difference maker on both sides of the ball.
Absolutely.
You subtract the number 1 recruit in the state and what he can do for this defense and the offense, and that's a crippling blow with 17 and a half minutes left to play in a ball game. There's no good to that.
No, there's not.
If they don't come back and win this game, you could put the L right on his back.
Oh, come on, Trent.
It's his fault.
That's a 17-year-old kid, Trent.
Yeah, well,
come
it's
on
his
now.
fault he lost the game for him. He hasn't shown up all game. He's made 2 plays, and now he plays this shenanigans.
He's just a kid, Trent.
I know.
You got to let kids be kids, man. Come on now.
I'm just joking.
What was that world-famous soundbite? I'm a man. I can take it.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Bordeaux will take this one on the chin, I'm sure.
Well, they haven't lost this thing yet. Y'all don't write them off. This team is dynamic. They got a lot of firepower.
One big play by Jaden Chalmers or Mr. Tyreek McKendall, and this is a different ball game. Or Mr. A.J. Boulware. I forgot,
So here we
presumably
go.
the best back in the state.
First and 10 from just outside the 10-yard line. There's the run. Sturdivant.
And he is, stopped at the 2.
Down, going to bring up second and a yard from the 2.
Tackled by number 8.
Jacket defense getting back into a 3-man front with the absence of Desmond Evans.
Signs of life from Lee County and this crowd a little while ago, just moments ago.
Stifled.
And now it's quiet as a crypt. All right, Lear from the gun. Hands going nowhere.
Ooh, he wanted no part of that play.
All right, Prince and family had about enough of this.
Tackle by number 50, DeAndre Dingle Prince.
3rd and 3. Bearcats can get a first down without scoring. So 3rd and 3 from the 4. Lear here from the gun. Hands inside. No, throws. Oh, and they're going to get the hold on Chalmers as he had an arm draped around the receiver. Oh.
Penalties killing Lee County on this drive.
Well, you can't let the receiver get across your face.
Not in a goal line situation.
And I think everybody in the secondary bit on the run action. So that's going to move the ball to the 2-yard line. Not an automatic first down in high school football. So it's 3rd and about 1.5 yards.
And they're calling a lightning delay here.
Wow.
You can't. Oh, I'm going to keep my mouth shut on this one. Oh, I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Why?
Wow. Well, the rain is coming too.
Coaching staff, the recognition of the 68 teams.
Oh.
Is it raining?
I don't feel any droplets on my head.
Me neither.
I'm not bald yet, but I don't feel any. What a call.
So
veteran athletic trainer Steve Womack, though, I'm sure has the exact right call. He's made it for 100 years.
You got to
4
be
minutes
safe.
and 6 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
You got to be safe.
Lee County
if I was
down
the Anson
13 to 7.
What a call.
With 3rd and 1 inside the 5.
And they just lost their best player.
This is something else.
If I'm Anson County,
well, it's interesting.
I am
very interesting that the team went one way. Coach Purdue is headed the other direction.
Talking to the principal of Lee County High School. I forget what his name is.
All right, that seemed cordial enough. Coach Purdue doesn't look too excited that the lightning delay has been called, but they're packing up their electronics, and the crowd's going to file out of here one more time. And we'll be back in a bit. I haven't seen a lightning strike. Here comes the rain, too. Brandon, have you seen one? Oh, Brandon, our camera guy says he has. And here comes the rain. So we're going to head for cover.
Get this equipment inside real quick.
Yeah, and we'll be back at some point when this game continues again. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week. Lee County, the Yellowjackets hosting the Anson County Bearcats. This has been a wild one.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
New Image Media presents the NFHS Game of the Week. Brought to you by Crossroads Ford. Big city deals from a dealer with a hometown feel.
It's my favorite time of the year. Football is back. I would like to personally invite you to come down for your next new or pre-owned vehicle purchase. With one of the largest new and pre-owned inventories in the area, come see us today for discounts that the competition simply can't match or beat. If you drive in Sanford, why not buy in Sanford? Come see me, the deal maker. Come and get that big town deal with that small town feel right here at Crossroads Ford in Sanford.
All right, welcome back to Lee County 2 days later. I guess this is 3 days later.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what we started on Friday night, we'll finish up on Monday evening. 4:06 left in the 3rd quarter. It's 3rd and 1 from the 2-yard line for Anson County, who came down here packed for bear. and gave Lee County everything they wanted and more. Surprised a lot of folks. They hold a 13-7 lead over the Jackets. Lee County looking to make a goal line stand and stay within one score. Anson County, I wondered often over the course of the weekend, Nate, what do you do when you have 3 days to draw up a play?
You bring the kids in on Saturday, you talk about it, you do some light stretching, get the bumps and bruises out, and you talk about the highs and the lows, things you can clean up to finish up this ball game, and then you come back down here and pick up where you left off.
4:06 left in the third quarter. Anson County up 13-0. Referee will be winding the clock. Here he goes. Come on, clock operator. Not used to working on Monday afternoon.
It's Monday for them too now.
Tell you, completely different conditions from what it was on Friday night. There's a significant breeze blowing across the field as Anson County faces. It's from their left to right. They're in the white and orange looking to punch this in, and this is not starting well.
Worrying about the clock. More officials worrying about the clock.
All right, there goes the play clock. There we go. Now we're winding the clock, 4:02 and counting. Wesley Lear, quarterback, was very impressive. Dual threat guy. He's going to going to keep it. And he's in for the touchdown.
That's an Anson County
so
touchdown.
3 days later, Anson County keeps it rolling. That'll stretch the lead to 19-7 with 3:51 left. Interested to see if Anson County, looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field.
Something we didn't see at all Friday night that they came out and did first thing right off the bat here. They did an RPO read. You saw Mr. Lear ride the handoff, read the defensive end. Defensive end crashed, Lear kept it and got up into a C-gap there.
All right. Instead of going for two to stretch it to two touchdowns, snap, bad snap.
Ooh,
Lear trying to move around with it. And if the Anson County staff had that to do over again, I think they would have just gone for two and tried to stretch it to 21-7. Instead, the score sticks at 19-7, and one way or the other, Lee County Yellowjackets got their work cut out for them.
Absolutely. Coming out, Lee County's going to be receiving the kickoff here. Look for something dynamic come out of Tyreek McKindle. They need a big play. Their offense has really sputtered on Friday night. Be interested to see how they come out tonight, what adjustments they made Saturday and Sunday. So I'm sure they'll be coming out looking for the haymaker here.
Well, and we saw A.J. Boulware, the all-state running back candidate, getting limited action. It'll be interesting to see after this kick whether or not he's in and he's full go. They were running him 2 and 3 plays at a time during the earlier session of the game. I guess we'll call that 1.0. All right, Jaden Chalmers, Tyreek McKindle back deep.
Back deep for the Jackets.
And, of course, for those of you that didn't see the beginning of this game all those hours ago, Lee County returned the opening kickoff of the game for a touchdown.
The only real highlight that Lee County has had.
The only quasi-highlight that Lee County has had. All right, kick is fielded, and return man will go down at the 39. Lee County will take over 1st and 10, and they're not going to get too many drives. They've got to make each one of them count. A.J. Boulware does trot out onto the field, and will start.
Anson County there really playing it safe on the kickoff. You know, when you have two dynamic players back there like Tyreek McKindle, Jaden Chalmers, I don't disagree with that call there from their coach. Pooch kicking it to about the 40. Returner got a few negative yards there, ended up at 39.
All right, Chalmers. Johnson's going to fake, throws the tunnel screen. That's McKindle. McKindle's going to be close to a first down, probably just short. They'll give him 9. 2nd and 1 coming up.
Number 5 from Anson County there. Had a beat on the play, just overran it. Young man might be getting a little excited here, having not played in a few days.
All right, Lee County looking for pace. They lined up. Anson County. All right, there's A.J. Boulware. He's into space and makes a man miss and pulled down by his face mask at the 24-yard line. Doesn't look like he's going to draw a flag, but I know at least one Yellow Jacket is fired up.
This offense really come out firing exactly what we saw when earlier in the season when they came back and played E.E. Smith on a Monday. So be interested to see over the weekend. Coach Bordeaux, I'm sure, had some choice words with him.
Johnson working up tempo. There's Boulware up the middle. Spins the defender around it just like that. A.J. Boulware's in. Touchdown, Jackets! 61 yards in 3 plays. That's how you do it.
That is the dynamic Jacket offense that we've been looking for, hoping for all weekend. So great play. That was another Reed run there. He had Boulware had an aiming point, found a crease, got there, great downfield blocking.
Kick is up and is good. 19-14. Anson County holding on to that lead, and it looks like we got a football game.
Chris, I think we might be playing some football on Monday night. I like it.
All right, we'll take a quick break, be back with the kickoff, see what Anson County's got, trying to travel the length of the field.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. Hi, I'm David Fashee, and we are First Bank.
Welcome back to Sanford, North Carolina. Breezy Monday night as we finish up a ball game that started on Friday. 2 weather breaks. I got home at 11 o'clock, and my wife's like, dude,
what the heck?
What are you doing? And I'm like, we didn't even finish the game. So it was a long night.
How'd your FIFA go?
FIFA was great.
FIFA was great.
All right. Trey Underwood to kick off. 3:09 left in the third quarter. Lee County Yellowjackets trail 19-14. Anson County had a kind of a gimme there, coming back after all those days to go 2 yards to score. Now they're going to have a little bit more work to do.
Good kick by Mr. Underwood.
Fielded at about the 3-yard line, and Danson, coverage team is there, and they'll drag the return man down at the 15.
Now, to this Jacket defense, remember they are playing without the #1 recruit in the state of North Carolina, number 10, Desmond Evans, who was ejected Friday night. So he will be out tonight. He is there on the sidelines in street clothes. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out on that side. Expect a big second half for our man DDP.
Well, I think it was easy for people that were in attendance on Friday night to kind of pick out number 10 and say, hey, look, he wasn't really effective. But I tell you what, the defensive front as a whole, that entire front seven
was stale,
was really kind of flat. And I saw more arm tackles attempted from this Jacket defense than you normally do. And there's your answer right there.
They're coming out
playing downhill. They're ready to play tonight. And Anson County's got to be wondering. Dalmas Jennings there on the stop. If this game turns around and Lee County's able to pull this off, how long will Anson County, the players and the coaching staff, grumble about this? Because this is a different Jacket team than was here Friday night.
Oh, absolutely. Even if Lee County comes back and wins this ball game, this game's going to have an asterisk beside it.
All right, 2nd and 13. Lear with 4 men wide, lone setback, hands up the middle, going nowhere, and that's the play that repeatedly
was gashing
them and kept them honest. They couldn't do anything because they had to commit to stop that. Now it's 3rd and 12, picks up a yard on the play.
Big third down here for
huge.
The Anson Bearcats?
Bearcats.
All right.
You forgot.
I was already on to something else. The Bearcats, big third down here. Really need to convert this, keep the drive alive.
All right, Lear with 4 wideouts, and this is interesting. They haven't gone to a balanced set often. 2 wideouts, both directions. Sturdivant's at tailback. Here comes pressure off the edge. They flush Lear up the middle, gets up there, overthrows his receiver, and we didn't see a whole lot of that. We talked this morning on radio about how incredibly accurate Lear had been on the move. That time didn't have much of a look and overthrew it, and that's the first 3rd and out in at least 3 days.
That's right. I don't remember many 3 and outs from Anson County on Friday night.
Long, sustained drives. All right, with his heels on the 50, Tyreek McKendall is back to return the kick. Lee County's coming after it. They got it.
Oh, boy.
They got it, and it's all Lee County. Low snap. The punter couldn't pick it up, lost his balance, got stuck, and Lee County's in business at the 2-yard line. Get that asterisk ready, buddy.
Yeah, that was quick. This Lee County Yellowjackets team coming out hot.
All right, and Boulware back into the game. Well,
no.
Yeah, they're going to put Baldwin and Boulware together in the backfield.
2 backs.
Pressure on the play was by number 56.
Going from the gun, which you know how much I love down in these type situations.
I love the situation. Just love it.
All right. With this particular combinations of backs, I'm thinking Boulware is going to follow Baldwin. Nope, the exact opposite. Baldwin is stacked up just short of the goal line. About 1.5 feet out, he's stopped. Do that again.
I don't think we're going to see a Green Bay situation here where they throw the ball 4 down.
Never in my life. Did you listen to the show this morning?
Most of it.
Oh.
Most of it.
Did you hear us go off the rails about Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers?
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable. This time it's Boulware. Boulware pushing.
He's in.
And he's in. Touchdown. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. A.J. Boulware with his second touchdown on 3 carries.
In about 2.5 minutes.
Go up 20-19. 3.5 minutes. We started with 4:04 left in the third quarter. 3 minutes and 20 seconds later, the Jackets have put 2 touchdowns on the board and have the lead for the first time in 3.5 days.
And we have an encroachment here.
Interesting.
Anson County all befuddled right now.
Well, with a 1-point lead, does it make it more attractive to go for 2 here, or do you just take the points with this much football left to play, Nate?
I'd go for 2. I'd line them right back up with A.J. and Larry Baldwin there. I would run a lead play, have Larry leading up the hole for Mr. Boulware here.
There's another offsides. Offsides. How did they not get it? You've got to be kidding. They didn't call it offsides. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, Coach Bordeaux
that left
is
end was in the backfield before that ball was snapped.
Way out there.
That's bananas. Oh, Mr. Referee.
Oh, they got to do better than that.
Wow. Can we get an instant replay of that before we go to the kickoff?
Oh.
Wow.
That was terrible.
Unbelievable. I think that they're talking about it over there. That they're not gonna change the call.
No, you can't change it now. You can't change it this.
Well, it didn't stop them making a procedure call.
Well,
a minute and a half after a play down here in Anson County territory.
That's one of those asterisks.
Wow.
That was terrible, Zebras.
All right, 20-19, 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Underwood to kick. He's lined up like he's going to do something wonky here. He pooch it, an onside attempt. Now he's going to walk back like a more traditional
Anson County
run
leaving
up.
a huge gap between their second
They really
line
are.
and
I'd
their
be
back
trying
guys.
to pop that thing right down to about the 22-yard line.
That's where I'd be going with it.
Nope. Swings away. Underwood, a big high hanging kick, fielded at the 8. And here comes a return. Got a crease. And a little bit of horse collar action that's not going to get called, so the other sideline gets to be upset. The referee said, look, get me out here on Friday.
I'm done.
I'm not getting paid twice.
They make the same amount of money.
You saw the same horse collar that I saw, right?
Gosh,
okay.
Yeah.
All right, 1st and 10. Bearcats on the 34.
He rode that horse collar for 4 yards. The Anson County offense led by senior quarterback Mr. Lear here. Coming back out in a doubles formation. We haven't seen a whole lot.
Nope. Lear drops. Pressure's coming. Good coverage down the field. Lear rolling, looking, can't get it there.
Lear's pass is incomplete. Intended for number 14.
That's hard.
2nd and 10 coming up. That's a tough
hard pass to make.
Well, and I tell you that there's been some issues in the secondary. Secondary looking pretty good right now for the Jackets. The professor has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Professor Trent A. Nichols is in the building. You've got no mic, it looks like.
No.
We're going to have to work on that.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. Substitutions along the defensive line for the Jackets. Wesley Lear from the gun.
Back in this doubles formation. Not a whole lot
now
we saw.
Brings a man in motion. And hands, nope, flares it out.
Oh,
and that's read well by the Jackets. They snuff it out. That'll be a loss of 3 on the play, 3rd and long coming up.
Number 7 from Anson County got caught in no man's land.
And I think Anson County's seen enough of the 3rd quarter. They're going to let this run down to double zeros. We'll be back with the 4th quarter, see if Lee County can sustain this momentum. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
All right, welcome back to the NFHS Game of the Week, brought to you by Crossroads Ford of Sanford.
Big city deals with a small town feel.
That's what I'm talking about, buddy. All right, Lee County, Friday night, struggled, sputtered from the opening play onward. They got the big kickoff return and then couldn't do anything right on both sides of the ball.
Monday night.
Fast forward to Monday night.
Just
hey, Mondays are for high school football, apparently.
No kid.
So
You still got me.
Anson County was set up 3rd and 1 from the 2-yard line, punched in on the opening play of this second session.
Check.
Other than that, it's been all Lee County. 2 touchdowns, a missed extra point from Anson County, and Lee County's in control.
This Anson County offense has another really big 3rd down here.
Yeah.
They have not recorded a first down yet on this Monday evening.
Well, and it's noteworthy. Remember this moving forward. They're down a point here. They have struggled now and missed 2 extra points. Keep that in the back of your mind if they have to line up for one that matters here as we go down the stretch.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, Lee County showing pressure off the left side. Lear brings a man in motion and snaps, drops, looking down the field and picked. Going the other way, Larry Baldwin. And it's going to take a gang of Bearcats to bring him down at the 30-yard line going the other way. Anson County might want to rethink having come back down here. They could have phoned this one in, buddy.
That was not the 3rd down that the Bearcats
Those
were looking
Jackets,
for.
boy, I tell you what, I don't know what Coach Perdue and his staff did with these guys over the weekend, but sign me up for some of that.
I bet Saturday morning was not pleasant for him. This is a team that's come out on fire.
All right, Colin Johnson looking to strike quick, I'm sure. There goes Boulware, stumbles in the backfield, gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Some extracurricular activities there after the play. No flags.
Well, you're looking at Anson County that over the course of, the 2 days this ball game was being played, 8 hours on the road, not real happy about the way this was going. That one's out there to McKendall, who'll get 16 and a first down. You can't stop these Jackets.
No. Lee County coming out. Prove a point tonight.
You know, Nate, as a coach, how useful is it? How great is it going to be if this thing holds up and Lee County continues to assert themselves? How awesome is it going to be able to be to put on 2 entirely different sets of tapes? Tim Lett in the end zone, touchdown Jackets. 26-19. And when they couldn't score for the better part of 3 quarters, they come out here and in less than 5 minutes hang 3 touchdowns on the same ball club. My point was,
this is not the same Anson County.
Well, my point is, how awesome will it be to be able to go put on tape from Friday and then transpose that against Monday's tape just to show these guys, look, you got to show up.
Yeah,
More
absolutely.
shenanigans on the extra point. This one's bad snap. Underwood picked it up. And, you wonder about some of these kickers are really football players that kick the ball. I think he's a kicker.
I think he's a kicker. I agree with you.
Dragged down 26-19 is the score, 11-13 left in the ball game. We'll take one quick break, be back with the kickoff.
It's my favorite time of the year. Football is back. I would like to personally invite you to come down for your next new or pre-owned vehicle purchase. With one of the largest new and pre-owned inventories in the area, come see us today with discounts that the competition simply can't match or beat. If you drive in Sanford, why not buy in Sanford? Come see me, the deal maker. Come and get that big town deal with that small town feel right here at Crossroads Ford in Sanford.
All right, welcome back to Sanford. Completely different mood than there was for the last couple of days. And it's funny, our co-host Trent Brandon Atkins hit me with a text this evening and said, I'm going to be at the game because I just talked to one of the assistant coaches and he said, we've got this. And he wanted to be here to see it for himself. And this is something special.
This Jacket offense really showing how high power they are. We've got offsides on the Yellowjackets. Yeah, saw that one a mile away.
All right. That's about the only thing that's gone wrong.
Into that?
All right. We'll do this again.
Now,
this time from the 35.
Something that could come into play with Lee County's last two missed field goal opportunities. One of them was a botch. One of them was a zebra botch. This is still a one-possession ball game.
Yeah, it's weird.
So if Anson County can go down and put together a good drive and get points up here and convert an extra point, we're right back at a tied ball game. This ball game is by no means out of reach for the Bearcats.
All right, Underwood deploys his troops to the left and the right. And it's away. Big high spinner fielded at the 15. And here we go. Good coverage by the Jackets. Oh, and he breaks through it, got a crease. And Underwood comes up.
Another big tackle.
I take it back.
He says, I'm not just a kicker.
I accused him of being a kicker. Trey Underwood said, my God, Delambert, watch this.
And there's a nice little pop to that young man.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that wasn't a shoestring kicker's tackle.
No.
That was a man.
That was a head up.
I like it.
Getting a lot of love on the sideline right now. He said, see, Coach, I told you I could come in there and play some backer.
Put me in, Coach. I'm ready.
All right. Anson County sees back some momentum here. Wesley Lear from the gun. They're going back to that trips left.
Trips to the wide side. Going to see some RPO.
All right, got nothing. Going to lose a yard.
Ooh.
DDP is taking over this thing, buddy. We see you, big boy. We see you.
That's a man among boys right now.
We see you.
That was a gracious spot at no gain.
Right?
That was a gracious spot.
I'm standing on the marker, and he didn't get back there. Whatever. Tough night for the Zebras. I do have to say, though, I went down and spent some time with them before the game to get clarification, and I'll pass it along to you here in just a moment. All right, trips left. Lear from the gun.
We do love our Zebras
Takes
here.
the snap, fakes the hand, and there's a hold they get away with. He's got a man, and it's R.J. Jackson out at the 43-yard line.
He's got a first down. First Bearcat first down we've seen on this Monday night.
Yes, sir.
Still fighting with the professor Trent Nichols microphone tonight. The equipment's on Monday, too. It's got a big old case on the Mondays. Trent's mic isn't working. Cameraman Brandon didn't jump out of a plane today like he wanted to. It's been a tough
day.
Monday.
Rough
tough
day.
Monday.
All right, nice little run up the middle there.
Chris did enjoy the show today. Listened to a majority of it, and had to cut off about the last 10 minutes. Got on a conference call, but enjoyed from the cheap seats this morning. Monday mornings, 9 to 11 on WFJA 105.5. And streaming, I listen to it on TuneIn Radio since I don't have a
Look at you.
FM radio in my house
You
anymore.
know all of the ways to catch us. Brandon and I flying solo this morning. We had a lot of fun talking some NFL. All right, the run is up the middle. Going to leave 3rd and short as Sturdivant is dragged down after a gain of a couple.
My favorite portion, last prison meal.
What would your last prison meal be, Nate?
You know, I thought about this as I was sitting on my conference call and listening to a whole bunch of men blow hot smoke. And my last one, I have to agree with you, either a chili dog from Sonic or a Bowberry biscuit grouping. I'm not talking one or two. I'm talking like 40 with a Taco Bell Crunchwrap Supreme to finish it off.
All right, so those of you that listened will know that my last meal on death row would be chili dogs. There is no doubt.
You just want to make a mess for the guy who has to clean up after you're gone.
And there's a pre-snap penalty on Anson County procedure. That's not going to help. That'll break them up, knock them back 3rd and 10.
On the Bearcats.
Now, on Friday, Anson County didn't have any trouble converting 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12. No matter what the situation, they were able to find Jackson, number 11. So keep your eye on him. But as much as they like to go to him, Lee County knows that now, and I'm sure they spent a lot of the weekend game planning against that. Be interesting to see what Anson County's got on this big 3rd down. Got to get some momentum back. Jackson Lamb looks like he's drawing the coverage on Jackson. All right, Lear looking that way. He's got him on the fade. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Oh. What a play just to get rid of it and save the sack.
And that is an ineligible receiver. That is number 7 lineman.
Yes, it is. So what's the enforcement here? Is it a spot foul and loss of down?
Yes, I believe so.
All right.
I believe it's a spot foul and loss.
All right, there's the loss of down. So 4th down coming. Looked to me like they enforced it 5 yards. Yeah. So it was not a spot foul. It's a 5-yard penalty, loss of down. So just like the sack, now it's 4th down and long.
Yeah. Punt crew's coming on.
That's got to be a tough one for Anson County to swallow there. This kind of field position had to be tempting to go for it. But, you know, you give up field position here, give Lee County a cheap one. That might be the ball game. All right, here comes the punt. Check 1, 2. All right, I'm back.
Hey, I'm back. We got 2 of us. What a punt by Anson County, dropping that ball on the 1-yard line.
Well, and I got
to
say, Nate, even though the ball was dead at the 2, great job by the coverage team not kicking that thing in there.
Yep.
Because that happens all too often.
Guys come in too hot.
Yeah, guy comes in too hot, kicks the ball into the end zone.
Happens every Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
And
Sunday.
All
right, Johnson from his own end zone, hands to Boulware. Boulware looking to make a big run. And he's out across the 20. Running angry today, buddy.
And I have a feeling we're not going to see a whole lot of 2 plays and out from Mr. Boulware to finish out the night.
He might fight somebody on the sideline if it happens. He was not happy with it on Friday.
Rightfully so.
And I'm sure that the coaching staff felt like they were doing the right thing because he's got that banged-up ankle. But, yeah, now, no, it's going to be all Boulware all the time.
That's right.
Quarterback pressure.
An attempt there at a screenplay from the Jackets. Ball was a little underthrown. There was a lot of pressure on Colin Johnson there to get that ball out.
Speaking of screenplays.
Uh-oh.
Both Lee County schools are off next week, which means we're going to go down to Union Pines and cover Union Pines as they host Cummings. And, boy, you talk about somebody that loves a screen pass.
Lonnie Cox loves a screen pass.
Lonnie Cox will run more tunnel screens than a couple. That's their go-to. All right, Boulware with another first down. He's across the 30, 35 and running over folks. Another 19 for Boulware, and he is fired up. I love this guy.
More poor tackling from Anson County. Anson County had him at the line of scrimmage if they had wrapped up, drove him to the ground. Instead, we saw some arm tackling, head placement on the wrong side.
All right, Boulware's going to come out. Baldwin in there.
Oh, he does not look happy about it either.
All right, Johnson fakes the little pitch, throws it back.
That's what
to
they were
Chalmers.
trying earlier.
Chalmers, boy, I tell you, he was a step away.
Oh.
That's a tough call right there. It looked awkward, and it looked like it ought to be a penalty.
But it wasn't.
I don't think there was.
I don't think it was. This side judge here getting a little antsy on the flag here, worried about the Yellow Jacket fans skinning him alive when he walks out of here.
No.
No, that wasn't a penalty.
I didn't think it was either.
That wasn't a
They're
penalty.
going to give him 5. And I guess they're going to get him with an incidental face mask. Is that what they're calling?
5-yard penalty.
I'm not seeing a call from the white hat.
Tough call.
Jackets.
We'll take it, but tough call. All right, so another Remax first down. Jackets in plus territory now.
Pentair first down. Sorry, don't mean to correct
Is it a
you.
Pentair
It's
first down?
Pentair first down.
All right. It's the Remax red zone.
That's what it is.
That's what's going on.
We're not there yet, but
no,
we will.
Baldwin up the middle. Got plenty of running through tackles.
Ooh.
Dragged down at the 30
And now
and
they're
18.
gonna
There's
call a
go-
face
now
mask.
that's a face mask.
48 definitely had a face mask there. 100% well-deserved.
That
he wanted no part of Larry Baldwin
No, sir.
right there.
No, sir.
He wanted no part.
I have told you before, Larry Baldwin's one of the players that reminds me I'm too old to play football at any level. I don't want any part of tackling him, and I don't need him tackling me.
I'll be honest, if we could get in Oklahoma's where we were a foot and a half apart from each other, I still like my chances. Anything after a foot and a half where he gets two steps,
no.
I'm good. I'm all right. I think I could live without that.
Yet another Pentair first down, this time from the 26-yard line.
Very close
Baldwin
to that
still in the
Remax red
game.
zone.
Johnson takes a snap, hands up the middle. Baldwin fighting through a tackle, stumbles,
Ooh.
taken down for no gain. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brought down by number 58, Caleb Scott. 2nd and 10.
Good pull there by number 58.
And I can
from
tell
the
you that
Jackets.
with no mic, Trent Nichols right now is giving first-class analysis. It's just a shame nobody can hear it because I am stunned.
It's like we're here with Kirk Herbstreit
his
right now.
analysis right now is like whatever's inside the case.
If you combine Kirk Herbstreit and Tony Romo, that's what we're getting right now.
Whoa.
But no microphone.
With a little bit of Madden sprinkled in. Johnson throws, got a man. That's Let down inside the 10 into the Remax red zone, and another Pentair first down for the Jackets. Nate, I ain't gonna lie. This is a whole lot more fun than Friday night was, man.
Timeout.
Anson
by
County
Anson
gets a
County.
timeout trying to stop the bleeding. This Lee County team is looking like a juggernaut right now.
This is the Lee County team that we expect to see every Friday/Monday. Yep, that's me.
All right, now I'm still in here, still as our producer furiously fumbles around with cables trying to get Trent in here. He's up against the clock. We're down to 5:24 left in the ball game. But at this point, it's a matter of principle. Of course you're not. All right, now we lost Nate. Nope, got nothing. I'm still here, though. And in the bigger scheme of things, I think that's really what's most
The
important.
play-by-play is not nearly is more important than the color commentary every day except for Sunday.
All right, ball's at the 9-yard line. Clock stop 5:24 coming out of this timeout. Lee County, all the momentum. I said before, this is a whole lot more fun than Friday was.
But if we had had this all night Friday, this would have been
home
blowout.
early.
We would have been home early.
There you go.
I just would have had to start that Boston Butter a little bit earlier.
And I would have been at Zaxby's this evening for the coaches show instead of here finishing up this ball game. Of course, can't be at Zaxby's and here, and coming out of the timeout going to have an offsides on Anson County. That's not what the coaching staff was looking for. So instead of 1st and goal at the 9, we'll have 1st and goal at about the 4.5.
So, Chris, I think I know your answer here, but I'm going to go ahead and ask the question. Which would you rather be at a high school football game or the Zaxby's Coaches Show?
Oh, I'd much rather be out here at the game.
I can't think of much I'd rather be at than a high school football game.
No. Boulware trying to outrun his tackler. He's
in
the end zone.
What
Touchdown, Boulware. 3 of them. 3 of them in 9 minutes of play.
showing why he should be the best running back in the state of North Carolina tonight.
Yes, sir.
This is looking like the Steelers versus the Bengals tonight.
Oh, except that neither team can run the football. So there you go. Bengals-Steelers matchup. How bad do the network execs have to be torn up over that? 2-0-3 teams beating each other over
I love Monday Night Football. I think I'm going to watch Godfather of Harlem and go to bed early.
Oh, if I was not such a Bengal fan, I would not be anywhere near this football game. But it's my duty to watch this game. But I assure you, it will not have my full undivided attention.
I just need Juju Smith-Schuster to get me my points.
Well, it's funny that you say that because the other reason that I'm watching this, Nate, to be perfectly honest, is that in my big money league, I need 14 points from Mixon to win.
Oh.
So I'm hoping for a Joe Mixon touchdown. That's all I need. And once he gets it, I'm off to bed.
I have no players. I have lost both of my leagues this week.
Oh, that's
so
tight. All right.
Football will probably not be on television.
All right, so after the penalty, Anson County jumped. That's going to shrink the distance on this conversion. Lee County trots the offense back out onto the field. 2 running backs in. Baldwin moving forward and stacked up and stopped. That's twice they've tried to run that with Baldwin, and it's gone nowhere both times. So still interesting. A 13-point game, 5:19 left, 32-19 Jackets. We'll take a quick break and be back with the kickoff.
With every weekend on the go, we never know where we're going to end up. That's why we got the Ford Explorer. You get the feel of a car with the room and space of an SUV, which is all a bonus. Trips to the mountains, trips to the river.
Soccer games, baseball games, anywhere. Big Bear.
After 13, 14 years of having a Toyota, I'm not going back.
Trent Nichols was a ballet dancer, and I was relating that to Nate earlier, and Nate didn't believe me. But I did accredit you incorrectly and said that you went to Juilliard, but no, you were part of the Joffrey. You're part of the Joffrey Ballet. I don't know. Joffrey's pretty prestigious too now, but not Juilliard, huh? Oh well,
these things happen.
Degree schmagree.
I've got 2 of them. They're a waste.
Can I borrow one?
A waste? That's strong.
I don't use either one of them.
Can I borrow one?
All right, Underwood to kick. Big high hanging spinner. Fielded at the 11. And coming the other way. And gets the sideline up, steps out of bounds. Stanley with the return.
Good return by Anson County. Good aggressive play there by Mr. Stanley. Anson County's taking over on their own 32-yard line. Got to have points right here, Chris. Got to have points.
Without a doubt.
This offense is not coming out nearly as excited as we saw on Friday night. Are coming out their normal trips formation. We've seen this a whole lot tonight. Not quite sure why they haven't thrown the post route, though. See here looking at pre-snap, post route should be there.
All right. Here's the screen. Flares it out. Nothing. Picks up a yard. Sturdivant, who was really, really impressive Friday, not able to get off so far today.
He's a big-time player, though. He only takes one, and he'll be right back at it. Lee County looks like they're coming out in a 1 high here. Man underneath.
Play action. Lear looking down the field, got his man, and Jackson stays up, gives up ground, was close to a first down, but gave up 3 yards.
Number 9, Sincere Golston on the stop.
And had he been a little bit more of his position on the field, might have played that a little bit differently.
Good. He had missed the tackle, got back up, finished the tackle.
All right, Lear on 3rd down, under pressure, escapes.
Woo.
Nice,
Woo.
nifty moves by Lear.
Woo.
Got the first
He's
down
got
and
grass.
more. Forced out of bounds finally by Jackson Lamb, but not until he's all the way down to the 30-yard line. A pickup of 37 on the play.
That young man was running for his life. He wanted no part. Put the moves on the Yellowjackets a few plays there.
Yes, sir.
Good heads-up play by senior quarterback.
All right, 1st and 10. Anson County looking to be back in business. Up against the clock now, down 13 points with 3.5 minutes.
They've really got to speed this up.
They have got their work cut out for them.
You got to get points up here pretty soon.
All right, Lear with a man in motion.
They do have 3 timeouts.
Takes a snap, looking down the field, looking left, pumps, go. It's a double move, and great recovery. They're going to get it for face guard, and that's a trash call. That's a trash call, Nate.
Yeah. You're right.
Am I?
Yeah.
I mean, you're allowed to have a different opinion.
Yeah, he didn't get his head around, but there was still space there to where I don't think you make that call when you have that much space.
All right, that was tough.
These Yellow Jacket fans not happy with the call.
No, not at all. All right, so that stops the clock, 3:17. They'll mark the ball inside the Remax red zone at the 15. And Anson County looking to strike and strike quickly to have a chance. Lear drops. Pressure coming. They got him. He won't get out of that.
That young man has to tuck the ball. He's out there carrying it like a loaf of bread.
DDP. DeAndre Dingle-Prince with the big play. And Lear has broken out of a lot of tackles over the course of this game. Not that time. Prince put him in a bear hug. All right, here we go. 2nd and long. Call it 2nd and 14.
Back in doubles formation here.
Lear from the gun. Takes the snap. Looking left. Overthrows everybody.
Ooh.
3rd and 14 coming up.
Lear's pass is incomplete. Intended for number 7, Jalen Marshall. Coverage on the play by number 19, Carlos Hancock.
All right, 2:32 to go. Big 3rd down. Anson County obviously in 4-down territory here.
Have to be.
Nice crowd for a Monday evening. I'm impressed. All right, the community knew that Lee County needed their support, and they showed up. I'm very impressed that so many people made it out here early on a Monday evening
for a free.
Yeah,
Monday
good job
by
by the school coordinating to create free admission for tonight too. That's how every high school football game ought to be. But I digress. Over the top, Lear overthrows everybody, and there's a bit of panic setting in for this Anson County offense right now. Lear going to jog over to the sideline. 2:27 left. Needs 2 touchdowns. This is 4th and long.
If they don't get this ball game over.
Yeah, this will be it.
I'm gonna hand my mic over to Trent and go back home. Just kidding. His microphone will start working with 15 seconds to go.
All right.
Anson County coming out in doubles formation. Play of the game right here.
All right, Lear drops. Never left. Got a man. Got work to do to get the first down. Won't get it.
Nowhere.
First down, Jackets going the other way.
That play never had a chance.
Is that Jordan Batts out there on the coverage?
Short of the first down by number 19, Carlos Hancock.
No, Carlos Hancock.
Good open field tackle. Pending anything wild and crazy, that secures the win.
All right, Boulware into the backfield. Boulware looking to add to his total tonight. All right. Jackets need to kill 221, get out of here with the W. Nate, it's 32-19. This game was 13-6 with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. A quarter later, it couldn't be any different. All right, Johnson takes, gives to Boulware. Boulware wrapped up. They knew that was coming. getting a little chippy out there. Anson County, you drive all this way to play just what seems like a few minutes of football. This hadn't gone the way they hoped.
They can't be thrilled. Hey,
I'm sure that the players, regardless of the message from the coaching staff, I'm sure they understood the gravity of coming down here to finish what would have been an enormous upset. I mean, that's one that would have rippled through the state, and have not. I don't know that they've played any worse than they did on Friday night, where they looked really, really good. This Lee County team just came out here on a mission. All right, second down, clock running at 1:40. Johnson from the gun, hands inside to Boulware. Boulware's going nowhere. They are stacking that up and keying off on him. I don't think you're going to see Lee County get creative and try and throw over the top of that. They're going to use a timeout, stop the clock with 1:28 left. 3rd and 10 coming up.
Timeout, Anson County.
All right. If you're the Anson County sideline, what do you tell these guys?
Go after the ball.
All right.
First guy, wrap up, drive your legs. Second guy, third guy, fourth guy, fifth guy, put a hand or a helmet on the ball. You have to create a turnover here. You cannot just gang tackle to the ground and hope that Mr. Boulware gives it up, because he's not going to. You have to physically take it from him. And I don't know if there are many people playing high school football right now that are strong enough to take that ball out of AJ's hands.
He's a man.
He is a big boy.
For those of you that didn't see the interview, I spent some time with AJ Boulware and his family last week, and that interview has been published in the Rant NC. Check that out online or in print. That should have hit the newsstands by now.
I love the Rant. Gordon Anderson, a good friend of mine.
Did you get a chance to read the article yet?
Not yet.
You ought to.
Not yet.
You ought to. I was proud of the way that it came out. I think it was a good representation of that young man and everything he's gone through this year and what he's all about. It's a story worth telling. All right, 1:30 to go, 3rd and 10. If Lee County gets a first down, you can put a pin in this one. Anson County running out of time. All right, moving H-back over there. Fakes to Boulware, throws the tunnel screen. McKendall, good job by Anson County of sniffing that out.
Colin Johnson's pass.
Nice safe tunnel screen there. McKendall gets about a yard. That'll bring up 4th down. Clock's running inside 120. Anson County will stop it with a timeout. So you coming after this kick, you're trying to get a big return. What's the play here, Coach?
Come after it. Come after it.
You're a man after my own heart.
I am sending 11. I'm not even putting a guy back there. I'm sending 11. I'm sending the entire house.
Well, we'll see what the Anson County staff comes up with.
So much of football is a numbers game. And if you're sending 10, you still have a little bit of a number advantage because of an up back. But you send 11, that up back has to make a choice. Where's he going to go? Send all 11.
Well, we've seen Anson County's got athletes. There's no shortage of players over there on that Anson County sideline that, can get back there. I'm looking across the field, and a couple of people commented to me over the weekend, the body language of Anson County. You could tell who was winning and losing this ball game. Oh, you can definitely.
You're looking real defeated over there on that sideline.
It's rough. It's rough. All right. So here we go. Trey Underwood, his only job is to get it out. It looks like Anson County's setting up a return. They bring pressure, but they do have men back to support the return. Here's the returner, catches it on the run, got space. Boy, I tell you, had he cut it outside just a second.
And we've got a flag coming out on.
Would have come back anyway.
Down to 26 of the Jackets.
I don't think that's coming back. I think that's on Lee County.
What do you got?
I think it's going to be
the return man is down on the field.
Nope.
No.
You're right. Going back.
But did they call targeting?
I
think that was the call, and I didn't see that. We apologize for the technical. All right, Marshall's up and off the field under his own power. That's a good thing to see. And Anson County will take over after the penalty back around midfield. Yeah, they'll set them down at about the 49-yard line. 1:16 to go, down 2 touchdowns.
With no timeouts.
Hope has got to be flickering for the Bearcats. and I want to be perfectly blunt about how this
I love
stands. When you are. Lee County, every one of those young men out there should be commended for bouncing back, but every one of those young men should know they dodged a bullet.
Absolutely.
And lady luck, indeed, is a big part of this W, because I'm going to tell you, I don't know that they had it in them with the way they were playing on Friday night to pull that out. Whatever's happened over the weekend, and DDP stretches it out. Lear, to his credit, fighting, but is finally going to be dragged down in the backfield.
Weston Lear brought down on the play for number 84, Landon Johnson.
Landon Johnson, who from here looks like he weighs about 130 pounds, but really isn't that slender a guy, in there to finish it off.
Little brother of quarterback Colin Johnson.
All right, 2nd and 14, clock inside 40 seconds. Lear throws, miscommunication there. He was looking for the comeback. Route run at a little bit different depth. Lear and his receiver talking it out. 36 seconds to go, 3rd down coming up. Gonna leave a mark for Anson County. I would love to say this is one you build on, but man, this one's going to be a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, this is hard for Anson County. Spend all that time on buses going back and forth. Leave here Friday night feeling real confident. Come back on Monday, and it's hard to do. It's hard to keep the boys that focused.
You know the worst part? They got class in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
But not stop fighting. They're going to get a touchdown late here. Wow. What a catch and run. And that's going to cut into that margin. 27 seconds left. Folks, it's not over. Burns with the catch. Lear developed it or delivered it. And there you go. 32-25, 27 seconds left. Could there be a Monday night miracle in store?
No.
27 seconds left. You know, it all comes down to the onside kick.
Crazier things have happened.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Lee County going to get a timeout here. They're going to talk about it. All right, so don't let that guard down, Jacket fans. 32-25. It's a 7-point game with 27 seconds to go. Nate, your observations while we hang through the break?
What a different ball game. Holy cow. This Jacket team has come out, played a completely different ball game. Defense has been flying to the ball. Defensive line has been a real asset, whereas on Friday night they were more existing than an asset. And to be right honest with you, man, why do you take A.J. Boulware out of the game? I'm not trying to say yes, Coach.
I've got to think, and I have not talked to Steve
That man
Perdue.
is a much better coach than I will ever be.
I'm not gonna assume. Well, I am going to assume. I'm going to assume that it's related to trying to keep him healthy.
I get that. But when you're down on Friday night, I wouldn't have taken him out.
Well, and the hard part of that is I know and you know how badly Boulware wants to be in there every snap. Now, that said, the week before when he sat out, that was the coach's call based on the injury because Boulware did not want to miss that ball game. And that's picked going the other way by Baldwin.
Can't progress it.
So that's a big play in the game. Keeps the lead at 7. 27 seconds to go. Onside kick attempt coming from Anson County.
All right, situational. Anson County Miracle happens. They come down. They get the onside kick, go down and score. 1-point ball game. Do you kick it for overtime or do you go for two
go
again?
For two with the way their extra point squad has worked. Yeah, I mean they've failed to convert 3 of their 4 2-point conversions. The strength of this team has been spreading it out. When you spread it out at the 2-yard line, that's tough.
That's hard.
Because there's no depth to your defensive backs. There's not any space created. So, I don't know, man. What would you do?
Honestly, the kicker was 17 for 17 coming into the series of games that we've played here. I'd kick it, go for overtime.
Oh, fair enough. Mac Brown disagrees.
Well, he's not playing the best team in the country either.
Might be playing the best team in the state.
I tell you.
Tonight they looked a whole lot more like the best team in the state.
Absolutely.
Friday, I don't know what that was.
I do like Mac Brown's call to go for it on Saturday. I hate the play call. The triple option. Come on, dude. You haven't run that. You haven't done it all year.
You got a freshman quarterback, man. I agree. You do what you do well. Don't get too cute.
Because they had Clemson on the ropes.
Yeah, for sure. There comes the onside kick. Oh, it's loose.
Oh,
Anson County's got it. Anson County's got it. And they'll have a shot. No timeouts, 27 seconds left at the 48-yard line. Anson County's going to have that ball going the other way.
Are we going to see a miracle here?
Wow.
By Anson County.
Taking the wind out of the Yellowjackets pretty hard.
And Tyreek McKendall had a shot at that thing, and it just squirted away.
And here we go, fellas.
Whoa, the professor is in the house.
Wow. All right, you got about half an hour's worth of observations to squeeze in.
I don't even know what to say. I'm in awe.
Oh, man, 48 yards to go in 27 seconds. No timeouts left for Anson County. This crowd.
Go, snap it.
The ref is holding them up.
Oh, you can't do that.
Timeout for the Jackets.
Oh, they can't do that, though.
You can't quick snap them coming out of a timeout. Come on,
those
Coach.
new rules. Once possession
you can
change,
do whatever.
ball set.
Yeah,
it can go. That is with the 40
coming out of a dead ball.
That has not
coming out of a dead ball. I don't know about all that, man.
Come on, Lee County was dragging.
Well, Coach Purdue not leaving anything to chance, gets a timeout.
Good call by the coach.
Yeah,
because that ref should have had his hand up already,
to step off
but
of
he
there.
was ready to get off of it.
I like that little ref guy. I've been enjoying watching him.
See, there you
back
go.
and forth.
Why's he got to be little?
Dude, he is.
2 minutes in.
He's a little dude. He's a little guy. He wasn't here Friday night. This is a new crew.
All right, 1st and 10. Anson County Bearcats down 32-25 on the road at Lee County High School here in Sanford, North Carolina.
Lee County has
Lee County
in front.
Don't let anybody behind you. Lear takes the snap, looking left, double move. He's got his
him
man.
Oh, he's got it.
Caught at the 31-yard line. Clock will stop to reset the chains. 23 left.
Get on the ball.
Holy cow.
Oh, that was a mess.
Whoa.
That was a mess. They had motion over here on the right side.
Direct snap to the running back.
And he just kneeled.
The clock should be running. There it goes. Now they wind it again. They got about 10 free seconds as the clock operator stopped the clock. 13, now it's spiked. So 2nd and 15, ball's all the way back at the 36-yard line.
Oh.
The players are screaming about the clock, but they don't realize that clock never should have stopped.
No.
So now the referees are going to get back together, but this game should be over. There was confusion, and I think that the clock operator thought there was a dead ball penalty. No flags hit the field. Not a reason in the world for that clock to stop after that botched snap.
I'm not sure that snap ever should have happened, though, because the head ref had not signaled to start the clock yet. So technically the ball wasn't supposed to be snapped.
So what do you do?
In my mind, well, it's too late now because they've already run another play. But they should have marched everyone right back to where it was, put the same amount of time back on the clock, and waited to get it called.
All right, so you got 2-3 plays at the most. If this is completed in bounds, remember this is high school football. The clock is going to stop to reset the chains. And this is not like college where you get about a 2-second stop. They will stop it until those chains are set.
So they have to get a first down.
If they complete this without a first down, I don't think there's any chance they can get up on the ball and clock this.
There's no way.
They put another second on the clock. It's 11 seconds.
11 seconds, 32-25, 7-point lead for the Jackets. Anson County trying to pull off a miracle here from the 39-yard line. Coach, I think you got 2 shots here on 3rd down. I think you get it into the end zone twice. You got playmakers at the wide receiver position. That's what I got to think the call is. How do you see this? R.J. Jackson's my guy, split wide left. They're going to switch up the coverage at the last second, and I'm shocked. They take – Jackson's got it out of bounds, makes the catch at the 22. Clock stopped with 7.5 seconds left. Why did they pull Chalmers off of Jackson? You got to know the ball is going to Jackson. That's their go-to guy.
And the second I saw those guys running, I would have snapped the ball. They were so disheveled.
7.5 seconds left here. The only thing I can think is they're going to have Chalmers playing man and a bracket. I'm baffled by what just happened with that defensive alignment.
Anson County really needs to get going here.
All right, Tyreek Hardison. Chalmers draws Tyreek Hardison at the bottom of the screen. You got man coverage with safety help on the left side for Jackson. They're false start on the quarterback.
No, we haven't.
No delay game.
Oh.
Come on.
That one doesn't help.
Nope.
Coach was so slow getting the play in.
Well, the consideration here is that now you're 4th and 6, so you've got to get the first down or it's game over, regardless of whether you're able to stop the clock.
Easy for you to say.
No, not at all. All right, 4th and 6 from the 27-yard line, 7.5 seconds to go. Anson County down 7, needs a touchdown to have a chance to extend this game because there's nothing automatic about the extra point. Lear from the gun, 3 wide right to the wide side. R.J. Jackson by himself to the left. He's looking down the middle, under pressure, throwing it up into the end zone, and knocked down. Double zeros, touchdown Lee County, and they pull it out of the fire in a game people are going to be talking for years about whether or not they deserve to win this ball game. In the end, the undefeated record is intact. That's 28 straight regular season wins. We'll take a quick break and be back to wrap this up. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. Hi, I'm David Fashee, and we are First Bank.
Welcome to the First Bank Postgame Show.
All right, welcome back to Sanford, North Carolina. Chris Delambert, Nathan Cochrane, the professor, Trenton A. Nichols. We Beards 3.
2 grays and a red.
3 days later, Lee County comes back from the dead. I want to remind folks they were down 13-7, or 13-6 rather, with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. The game was suspended. We come back. It's 3rd and 1 from the 2-yard line for Anson County. They punch it in for a touchdown to go up 2 touchdowns, and then Lee County lost their minds.
Absolutely.
And went crazy. 26 points over about a 20-minute span in real time. A.J. Boulware, 3 touchdowns. They end up the victors here, 32-25, in the most bizarre of circumstances. I mean, this literally was the tale of 2 entirely different teams. This team we saw tonight is what we expect from Lee County week in and week out. What we got Friday, Nate, talk about what we saw Friday versus today.
Friday we saw Lee County come out real stale. Offensively, Colin Johnson was not firing on all cylinders. Offensive line was not looking impressive. Really, that defensive line of Anson County was displacing the line of scrimmage and having their will with the Lee County Yellowjackets. Coming out tonight, completely different ball game. Defensively from the Yellowjackets, we saw very slow defensive line, not really making many plays, some secondary faults. Tonight, again, polar opposite. This defensive front of the Yellowjackets came out fired off the ball, displaced the line of scrimmage to the Yellowjackets' favor, and they rocked and rolled tonight. This is the Lee County Yellowjackets we expect to see every week.
I want to add something that last year we saw, or 2 years ago, Jameer Smith, over about a 2-year period, was one of the best backs in the state, period.
Absolutely.
One of the best backs in the country. Wisconsin came calling. He ultimately ended up at Notre Dame, had offers to go anywhere, played last year as a true freshman, now is as part of the rotation at Notre Dame, as big a program as it gets. And I think part of the feeling might have been last year with A.J. Boulware when they plugged him in place of Jameer Smith, well, it's the system. Mm-hmm. Well, it's the conference. Well, it's whatever. We saw, no, that's not the case. And nothing against Larry Baldwin or any of the other backs, but when A.J. Boulware is in and is consistently the feature of this offense, it's a completely different dynamic.
Absolutely.
And you have to game plan for him. And we saw, give him a step, he's going to gash you. Trent?
You know, I feel that Lee County came out and ran back the opening kickoff for a touchdown. I think they were like, okay, here we go again. Got sort of lax in their planning. They were hands down beaten to the ground on Friday night.
Agreed.
I think that was a wake-up call. These kids came out and played like they should have the whole time. And good for them. They turned around and they played a good team. Anson County, they did a great job just to come back and come into it, but they had a wake-up call and Lee County survived.
I tell you, that is a really good 3-3 Anson County, though. Going into conference play, they're in a split 2A, 3A conference. That conference better watch out because that Anson County team is good.
There is a murmur. There is a whisper, and keep track of it on Facebook, but there is a chance Anson County plays Southern Lee this weekend as a fill-in for that canceled game. That's the one school that they're talking to that I'm aware of. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. If I'm Southern Lee, I'm not sure I want any part of Anson County.
No.
That is a big athletic team with a senior quarterback who can hurt you a lot of different ways. They got athletes on both sides of the ball. Lee County looked right past them on Friday,
Absolutely.
And they almost paid for it. These guys have got to know, and I hope that there's celebration and they enjoy this win, but I hope there's real reflection on from these players that, hey, we got to show up.
Absolutely.
All right. Anything to add, guys?
Great night here on this Monday evening.
It has been.
Here at Paul B. Gay Stadium. Friday night was a super cool night with the revealing of the bust of Coach Paul Gay and the 68 state championship undefeated state championship from Lee
Sanford
County.
Central.
Glad we could come up finishing up Monday night.
And the convenient lightning storm that ended up being a real good storm.
Yeah, Paul Gay, man, he's on that level, dude. If he needs to dial up a lightning storm, he can get it done. All right. Hey, we appreciate it. This has been the NFHS Game of the Week. Who's our post-game sponsor?
First Bank.
First Bank. Thanks
Banking
for
made simple.
All right.
Banking made simple. So thank you, First Bank.
This has been the First Bank post-game show. I'm Chris Delambert. This is the Professor Trenton A. Nichols. That's Nathan Cochrane, the coach. We will see you Friday from Union Pines to watch as the Vikings host Cummings. I'm fired up about it.
See you in the Pines.
See you in the Pines.
Peace.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. Hi, I'm David Fashee, and we are First Bank.
Thanks for watching the Game of the Week on the NFHS Network.